Pennant chase is filled with tension, and last night this ballpark was filled with tension right down to the final out. And even when that final out was recorded on this double play, it wasn't over. The arguments are still raging today about how the Orioles won last night. Today the Orioles take the field with a chance to take 3 out of 4 from the Yankees and move into first place. It's the Orioles on Maston, and on a glorious Sunday afternoon, the Orioles and the Yankees will wind up their regular season matchup. This is it, game number 18 of the season between these two. It was a tale of two clubhouses after the ball game last night. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne. For the Yankees, Mark Teixeira accusing the umpires of wanting to get out of the ballpark and go home on a call that was clearly wrong when you looked at it on video play that ended up ending the ball game. The manager, Joe Girardi, gets into a shoving match with a New York writer, upset about what had gone on and being asked the question about whether Sabathia was really healthy. On the other side, the Orioles wanted to celebrate a win, but wait. They had lost their leadoff batter and their leader in right field, Nick Markakis. What a night, not only for the game, but after. Here's what happened with Markakis. For Nick, will he be out for the rest of the season? Well, that's still up for grabs, but he certainly is going to be out for a lot of ball games right when the Orioles needed him most. He took the shot from Sabathia on the thumb. Whether or not surgery is needed on that broken thumb is still a question that will have to be answered after further examinations. An emotional moment in the dugout with the manager with him. And for the Orioles, now it's these other O's who once again are going to have to rise to the occasion. And for Buck Showalter, again, got to push some right buttons.
If I know our guys are going to rally around him, and he's a special breed. We're lucky, as you manage, the more you manage, you're lucky to have guys like him that, regardless of what statistics say. If you get bogged down in statistics, you'd never be able to make out a lineup. I continue to look at things half full. Last thing our guys need to see me walling around in self-pity, because nobody's going to feel sorry for you. Most of all the Yankees. Most people are, don't really care about your problems and are happy you got them.
Take a look at the Orioles with and without Nick Markakis. The games played, the games without him, 16 and 19. Batting average obviously would go down a bit. Runs per game down. Home runs per game down. And the slugging percentage, and especially missing him in that leadoff spot where he has absolutely been sensational since the All-Star break. So for the Orioles, Mike Bordick, here they go again. Another time to rise to the occasion.
Yeah, another test certainly for the Orioles. Missing really one of their best players, and the Orioles are a better team, obviously, with Nick Markakis in that lineup. He added that stability after the All-Star break at the top of the order and made them a better team. They played their best baseball here the second half. But they've shown resiliency all year. They've had to fill some tough spots. Troy Patton going down in the bullpen comes to mind. Zach Britton and Randy Wolf step up and do the job. When Jason Hamill, their ace pitcher, goes on the DL, Chris Tillman comes in, Zach Britton. So guys are stepping up. They're rising to the occasion to help the Orioles stay on top here. They've been tested all year long, and Buck Showalter has been pushing the right buttons. They've got Nate McLouth now in the outfield. He wasn't here the first half. He's shown consistency, and now he'll be at the top of the order. Lou Ford stepping up big, obviously, in last night's ball game. So there are other options to fill in for Nick Markakis. These guys are playing great baseball. They're going to continue to be confident, and I see them continuing to have success down the stretch.
We're going to see Chris Davis get another shot in right field. He has played there some this season, and enough so that Buck Showalter is comfortable with him out there. He came out early today to get ready for that.
Yeah, that's great. Well, Chris Davis has done a super job staying prepared all year. Even though his playing time defensively has been cut since the additions of Nate McLouth and Lou Ford out there, he's been staying busy, trying to keep himself prepared. He was out there early today. He did a fine job in right field and left field when he had some outfield experiences throughout the course of the year. So, just to have his back consistently in the lineup, I think is going to be a positive for the O's.
And while Buck Showalter didn't want to talk about it, he got McLouth in the leadoff spot, which does add an element of speed that was not there even when Nick was in that spot. So here we go. Full house on hand on this Sunday afternoon as the Yankees and the Orioles wrap up their matchup. Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. And by Jeep. Jeep and the unique brand of freedom you'll find only in the full line of Jeep vehicles. Visit Jeep.com to learn more. It is a glorious day here in Baltimore. Take a look at our train game time temperature. We are at 80 degrees, humidity's low, some high clouds floating around. There is a breeze blowing out towards left field. Visit train.com for an independent train comfort specialist dealer near you. It's hard to stop a train. Starting lineup for Girardi's Yankees brought to you by Dodge. Jeter, Swisher, Rodriguez, Cano, Martin, and Pierce. Jones, Nix, and Suzuki a lineup to go against the Orioles' left-handed starter, A-Rod. Last night, another home run. See your authorized Dodge dealer and experience a world of performance, design, and fuel efficiency. Schedule a test drive or go to Dodge.com and check out their powerful lineup.
And here's this afternoon's AFCIA intelligence report for Zach Britton. Visit AFCIA.org, the Association for IT Pros. Stepped up indeed. Zach Britton has taken off since making some adjustments in his delivery. He's found a more consistent release point, and he's won 4 in a row. And he has a minuscule earned run average of .94. He's done it by attacking the zone. If he can get ahead of these hitters, he has a great life on his two-seam fastball, and he's got a great swing and miss slider. So getting ahead is a key and attacking that strike zone, but throwing the leather is really important. If he's able to induce some ground balls with that two-seamer, it's going to be a lot of action, and he's got to be able to help himself out there by making the plays when he can.
So Zach Britton will come on, trying to get a win against the Yankees, against whom he is 0-1 this year and 1-2 lifetime against the Yankees. And the Orioles will look to put up some numbers early and try and keep the Yankees down after the disappointing loss in the ball game last night for them and the thrilling win for the Orioles. Derek Jeter will lead it off. Nick Markakis, of course, will be with the ball club, as he said, cheer this team on and do whatever else he can to help the Orioles while he is out with that broken thumb. Derek Jeter's had a great series. He's gone 7 for 15 in this series, upping the average to .323. He's third in the league in average and first in hits. And the pitch to him will be taken away for a ball, and we are underway.
Well, you talk about the runs earlier there. I mean, we've seen how important every run matters in this series. A couple one-run ball games coming down to the end. Of course, the Orioles are able to explode there that first game, but tight ball game, every run crucial. So if there are opportunities, you're going to see them possibly playing some small ball to try to push each run across.
5-game hit streak for Jeter as he comes in, and a 2-0 count. He's 4 for 11 lifetime against Zach Britton. 2-0 pitch, and that's going to miss down low, and the count will go to 3-0. One of the things Britton has been doing so well is not hurting himself with the free passes. Mike talked about him getting the ground balls. He walked 2 in the last game, none in the start before that against the White Sox. 3-0 pitch, Jeter taking all the way, and it'll be in there for a strike. Keep in mind through this game, hopefully it has no impact, Jerry Meals is the home plate umpire. Meals is the umpire that made the call at first base in the ball game that set off Mark Teixeira after the game with his comments about the umps. On the inside corner for a strike.
You're going to see some borderline calls, and if one way or another, whatever that way they go, there's going to be some arguments, and you saw that look from Derek Jeter, but this is a really good fastball from Zach Britton right on the inside corner.
So he comes back to take the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes on Jeter. And Jeter will ground that one slowly. Machado's got a tough play. Barehanded, off the mark, throws it into right field. Backing up, second baseman Andino. Jeter will go to second base. So Machado got it, but the throw way off the mark. No chance for Reynolds to stop that, and the Yankees get a runner to second.
Well, Manny Machado has been so good down there at third base, especially on these barehanded plays. Comes in nicely, gets a good grip it looks like, but then just yanks it across his body. Pulls it down the right field line, and Derek Jeter able to get to second base easily.
So it will be a hit and an error. Jeter will be credited with a single. He goes to second base on the throw. That'll be, for the Orioles, their 99th error of the season. Something else they've done so well since the All-Star break, not hurting themselves in the field. Here is Nick Swisher. Switch hitter. Looking to bunt, trying to move him up. One of the reasons Swisher's 0 for his last 24 at the plate has dropped the average down to 258 now, and that includes the 0 for 12 that he has had in this series. Jeter's going to be held close by Hardy. Now backs off, and Jeter will go back to the bag. 0-1 on Swisher with A-Rod to follow. Against Britton, 2 for 8 lifetime for Swisher. And a little digging going on around that pitching slab by Zach Britton. Looking back to second to hold Jeter. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Swisher will take it up high for a ball, and the count goes to 1-1. This game's starting out probably the way it's going to be played. Very, very slowly. This game matters so much that every pitch, every at-bat, every swing is going to be measured by both of these teams. Here's the 1-1 delivery on the way. Good fastball. He ramped that one up a little bit.
He sure did. 93 miles an hour on the inside corner. And a couple great pitches to Derek Jeter with that fastball. Good to see he's able to locate it, especially inside.
So Swisher with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Jeter's getting a good secondary lead because the Orioles do not want to give Swisher any room at short and second. So Jeter's able to walk off there pretty good. 1-2 delivery, and that's going to be taken down low. 2-ball, 2-strike count. For Zach Britton, his 10th start of the year, started on the DL with that shoulder impingement. He has had 5 career starts against New York, gone 1-2 with a 6.95 ERA. Here at home, 4 home starts, 2-0. 18 career starts in this ballpark, in which he is 8-5. Britton with a 2-2 delivery. Swisher takes it inside, just missed. 3-2.
Borderline pitch right there. Good spot, though. Nice pitcher's pitch by Zach Britton. Swisher showing some patience, not biting on some borderline pitches.
Swisher 288 with runners in scoring position. Good number for him. Now Hardy will move in behind Jeter again just to get him leaning a little. Here's the 3-2. Swisher just fouls off the off-speed pitch.
Nice gutsy call right there by Matt Wieters. Good slider from Zach Britton.
Wieters back behind the plate after getting the day off yesterday. Betemeet coming into the lineup as a designated hitter as Buck Showalter continues to make the changes necessary to try and grind out these wins. 3 ball, 2 strike count. Burton's delivery to him, and he walked it. So 2 on, nobody out.
Take a look at the Orioles defense this afternoon. Nate McLouth in left field. Adam Jones in center. Chris Davis getting the start in right field. Machado and Reynolds on the corners. Hardy and Dino up the middle, and Matt Wieters back behind the plate.
So we start this ball game out with a big moment early. 2 on, nobody out. A-Rod up. 12-game hit streak for Rodriguez. Picked up a home run, number 17 of the year, in his last at bat in the ball game last night. And will take the pitch inside for a ball. Rodriguez 4 for 7. Lifetime off Zach Britton. Continues his incredible numbers against the Orioles. 59 home runs and 192 RBIs against the Orioles. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That'll go to short. Hardy's got a chance. There's one. Relay to first. Big double play. The Orioles answer as Britton gets the ground ball. Jeter to third, but there are 2 down.
Great job by Zach Britton. Nice 2-seamer inducing that ground ball. J.J. Hardy ranging to his left. Nice off-balance throw to Andino. Swisher getting right on top of Robert. Robert with that nice quick turn. Good to see an accurate throw over there to Reynolds as well. Finish up that double play. And
boy, what a big
out.
play, and that one, no question, on the out at first base. So now a runner at third base, and that'll bring up Cano. For Britton, batters are 235 against him with runners in scoring position, but only 192 when there are 2 out and runners in scoring position, as is the case now. And the pitch will be taken outside. Cano coming in with a .301 batting average. He's gone 3 for 11 in this series. 233 with runners in scoring position. So Britton's got a chance to get out of this after an error, a single, an error, and a walk. Set up a chance. Cano taking, and it'll be in there for a strike. Cano has struggled against the left-handers, just .223. With that big difference of the .352 batting average against righties. But you don't take Cano out of the lineup. 1-1. He does take Granderson out, but he doesn't take Cano out.
No, well,
you got to have him at second base.
He's so good, so strong up the middle. We've seen some great plays by Robinson Cano, but even though he doesn't have as much success off lefties, there's always that potential where he can just throw up a 3-spot in a hurry with a home run.
6 of his 29 home runs have come against left-handers. 2-1 delivery on the way to him, and he's going to get a base hit and an RBI. So a big 2-out single by Cano. Jeter will score, and the Yankees have a 1-0 lead.
Well, Zach Britton made some pretty good pitches this at bat, but you got to give credit to Cano. That pitch is nasty with some late life down in the zone. Robinson Cano just stays on it and shoots it the other way. Pick up that RBI.
74 runs batted in for Cano. And a big hit. Here is Russell Martin with a runner at first base. Martin's got a 5-game hit streak. He's had a 3 for 5 rather in the series. Be tough to have a 5-game hit streak if you went 2 for 5 in 3 games, wouldn't it? And a 1-strike count. You mentioned how the Yankees are hoping the streak that he's on right now is the beginning of a good finish for Martin, who struggled all year. Just getting over the Mendoza line at 205. And that pitch is taken outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Martin 221 off the lefties, a $198 off right-handers. Yankees had the 2-0 lead in the ball game last night, one in the first, one in the second, before the Orioles came back to go on top and win it by 1. Way outside, 2-1 strikeout.
Well, that fastball is moving all over the place right now for Britton. Been able to locate his four-seamer on the inside part of the plate pretty well. A nice life on it, but just trying to command it, find that zone. The more strikes he's going to throw, like we talked about earlier, the more swings he's going to be able to get and induce more ground balls.
2-1 delivery on the way, breaking ball and a good one. That one had Martin fooled and frozen. 2-2. Cano at first base, 2 down. Not a big lead. Russell Martin, the 2-2 count. And a chopper to second base. He got jammed on that play by Andino, and that will retire the side. So Britton's got to leave that believing it could have been a lot worse. A run in on a couple of hits, an error, and 1 left on. For the Orioles, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. McLeod, Hardy, and Betamete, Jones, Wieters, and Reynolds, Davis, Machado, and Andino. And for Adam Jones' season against New York, verging on that 300 batting average.
And here's the AFC intelligence report this afternoon for Freddie Garcia. He is a junk baller. You're going to see a lot of sliders, a lot of changeups, occasional fastballs that he'll throw in the mid-80s. Then he's got a split finger and a curveball as well. He nibbles the corners, tries to exploit the impatience of hitters. He works at a slow pace, another weapon in his game, trying to exploit that impatience and produce that soft contact from the Orioles bats. But he's had recent troubles here recently. His last 3 starts, he's only thrown 14 1/3 innings. He's given up 12 earned runs, 15 hits, and 10 walks.
So Nate McLeod will stand in. The Orioles leadoff batter now with Nick Markakis out. McLeod has been a leadoff batter before, and he does bring good speed to that spot. McLeod in the leadoff spot in the majors, 281 games. Hit 253, has hit 253 as a leadoff batter, and has a 340 on base percentage when leading off. This one will go to first base. Pierce is there. And McLeod on a couple of pitches retired. 1 away. For Nick Markakis, obviously now a new role that he will play with the Orioles. Just trying to help the players. Worth repeating what he said about his team. They are going to battle through this. I'll be here for them, and I'll be supporting them. I'll be with them and rooting for them. He came out last night even, finished the ball game up watching in the dugout. And is right there on the step again today, dying that he's not in there. Here's J.J. Hardy, 1-0 count on Hardy. Hardy will take it down low for a ball. Hardy's got a 3-game hit streak. He's upped his average to 234 on the year. Garcia gets the strike to him on the outside corner. But J.J. Hardy last night adding to the home run derby that this series has been.
Yeah, the 19th home run for J.J. Hardy. Made a mistake and came up and in on him, and he can ambush some pitches in the middle half of the plate.
That'll be fouled away. Garcia does give up home runs, 16 on the season. I think at least early in the ball game, the right-handers may have a little help here with that wind blowing out to left field. Air is dry, not humid. Ball should carry here today. Orioles did not take batting practice. The Yankees did. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Hardy's got one, but it is going to go foul. Yes. The Hut Bats against the Yankees, and this is the final time they're going to face them in the regular season. Wieters, Reynolds, and Hardy. That big average for Matt Wieters with 4 homers. Reynolds 306, 7 homers and 14 RBIs, and Hardy with the 6 dingers against the Yankees. And he'll foul that one off as Garcia got another one that stayed up. Count will stay at 2-2. Reynolds seated over there, looking for another big day along with Matt Wieters. And there's Adam Jones. Hardy has had a 4-for-11 against the Yankees in this series. That to center field. That's an Adam ball. Ichiro's playing center in the ball game with Grandison out of there because of the left-hander for the Orioles.
Oh, here's a look at the Yankees defense this afternoon. Jones in left field, Suzuki in center, Swisher over in right field, Rodriguez and Pierce on the corners. Nix getting the start at shortstop, Cano at second base, and Martin back behind the plate.
Mark Teixeira, of course, is out. And we've received word that Yankee manager Joe Girardi says Teixeira is going to have an MRI on that injured left calf. He is doubtful for this week's series in Boston. So he may have tried to come back too soon. Played only the 1 game and now is out again. Wilson Benavides is the designated hitter, batting third. Puts that one up in the air, got out in front of it a little bit. Cano backing up, Swisher coming in. Cano's there and will put it away. So Garcia starts with a 1-2-3 inning, and here in Game 4, the Yankees the early lead, 1-0. A double and get your second room of flooring free. 877-241-LUNA. To finish up on Mike Teixeira. Teixeira dove in last night on that play at first base. He said after the ball game he had never dived into first base before, but he felt his calf was so sore that he wasn't going to be able to get there and make the stride to the bag. So he dove, and then the controversy erupted. Replay showed he actually was safe on the replay, but he got called out. If he's safe, the ball game ends up being tied, and he was safe. I saw A-Rod after the ball game. A-Rod said, all right, how much was he safe by? I said the length of an arm. He said, you know, we got to do something. That was too great a game to have it ended that way. not with an umpire who intended it, but as A-Rod said, look, it's human, but we've got a system available that can correct it called replay. Why are we not using it? I agree. Here is Steve Pearce, and the pitch is taken away for a ball. Well, then, unfortunately, Teixeira said sometimes you wonder if the umpires are trying to get out of there. They don't want you to make a comeback. They want to go home. I think that, in hindsight, is probably something you wish he hadn't said.
Yeah, pretty harsh comments right there from Teixeira. But I think the league obviously is looking hard into replay, trying to find the best formula to get it adopted into Major League Baseball, obviously starting with the home runs. But, you know, games like that, especially such a high level of competition as we get into September when every game and every out and pitch is so meaningful, it is a shame that games sometimes are decided by that. I know the Orioles are pretty happy it went their way, but it's unfortunate in the heat of battle that something so obvious, obviously, even to the naked eye from here, you know, becomes so controversial.
Pearce at the plate, the former Oriole, 1 for 2 in the series, 3-game hit streak for him. Britton's delivery. I talked with this crew, ironically, Thursday night after the game. I ran into Mike Winters, the crew chief, and the guys were just leaving, and we talked for a minute. And we got to talking about video replay for some reason. All of them adamantly want it. They want, the umpires want replay. They want to get the calls right. 3-2 delivery, grounded down to third base. Machado's got this one. Good strong throw. Pearce is retired. One away here in the second inning.
It's good to see Manny Machado getting another ground ball shortly after that error. You know, a young player, you wonder how they're going to respond, especially in big situations like this. Nice play right there in the high chopper.
That'll bring Jones to the plate. A lot of playing time here in this series for Andrew Jones with all of the left-handers that the Orioles have thrown. He gets the start against them. Hitting .204 in the year. He's had only a 1 for 4 in the series. Joe Girardi has pulled out the players he's put in against left-handers as soon as the Orioles bring a right-hander out of the bullpen. 0-1 delivery, a chopper to short. Shift was on. Hardy's got it, and the out. 2 down. Slots, tables, and dining. The ultimate triple play at Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races. Our Hollywood Casino League leaderboard, the lowest ERA since the 8th of August.
Pretty amazing number right there by Zach Britton. Great company. Some pitchers throwing pretty well since August 8th, but Orioles certainly glad that Zach Britton has made his adjustments and been more consistent here recently.
2 quick outs. Jason Nix taking some time now to give his pitcher a little more time on the bench. Nix is getting the start at short. Jeter, of course, is DHing in the ball game today, and the pitch is inside. Nix, too, has had opportunities in this series, playing against left-handers both at third base and now at shortstop. 5 hits in his last 18 at-bats for Nix. And that's foul back, and a 1-ball, 1-strike count. The Orioles are going to have Endy Chavez joining them if all goes as planned on Tuesday here at Camden Yards. Another outfielder available who's not currently dressing in New York, though, and can be gotten here in a hurry, and they've told him to stay ready.
Yeah, oh, for sure, and I think that's great that they have that option to bring Endy Chavez up, because we've seen all year how Buck Showalter's been able to push the right buttons and put key players in the situations where they can probably be the most successful. So a couple extra opportunities and options for Buck to use out there in the outfield.
2-1 delivery on the way, fastball, and that is a strike called. Good one cutting the outside corner, and a 2-ball, 2-strike count on Nix. Orioles have won 7 of the last 10 ball games they've played. The Yankees have won only 3 of their last 10. Orioles and Yankees tied for first with identical records coming into this ball game. 2-2 delivery. Whoa, mercy. That's a major league yacker right there. He got him on the K. Yankees lead. NYAATBAL.com. Take a look in the American League at the Freddie Garcia numbers with strikeouts there at the top.
Yeah, great veteran, been around for a long time. Strikeouts 1,519, fifth career in the American League. But Freddie Garcia has gone through some changes throughout his career. When he first came up with Seattle, he was nasty. Had about a 95-mile-an-hour sinker, power slider. But he's made his adjustments, and really a testament to him that he's been able to do that and figure out what's going to work to stay in the game as long as he has.
His record is 152 wins and 101 losses. That's not bad. Here's Adam Jones. Jones, a 4 for 12, 2 home runs in the series. 1-0 Yankee lead. Shows bunt, drops one. Martin up, makes the play, and gets it. Not sure about that. Sometimes it might not be a bad idea for Adam to bunt, but leading off an inning down 1-0.
Well, I don't know. Put a little pressure on him. Alex Rodriguez was deep. If he gets the bunt out there, it's going to be a base hit. You know, Freddie Garcia isn't moving as well as he used to, and he's just got to get it out there closer towards third base, and it's an easy knock, but just had a little spin on the ball, and Martin able to make that play easily.
I'm Freddie Garcia. I'll give him the bunt hit. You want a bunt hit? Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Make your way down to first.
And that's why A-Rod was playing so deep.
Here's Matt Wieters. Matt's had a couple of hits and 8 at-bats in the series, hitting at .238 with the 19 home runs. Garcia's pitch to him, grounded down to first. Big hopper. Pierce getting the ground balls early. Well, the O's in the hunt for the postseason, and now's the time to buckle up and back your birds. Place a deposit now in the 2013 full or partial season plan, including a convenient 13-game plan. You'll be guaranteed an opportunity to buy 2012 Orioles postseason tickets before the general public. 888-848-BIRD, or go to Orioles.com/postseason for details. Here is Mark Reynolds. Reynolds 6 for 15 with 2 home runs lifetime off Garcia. Take the pitch up high. He has been Mr. Can't Get You Out guy. Look at the last 10 games, 9 homers and 17 RBIs. Just amazing.
Yeah, hotter than anybody in the game, and they just can't find a way to get him out. Every mistake he is hitting.
Pitch will be taken for a strike. Reynolds, who always hangs around that 210 mark of an average, hitting .234 right now. 59 RBIs. Pitches outside. Russell Martin is doing the catching for the Yankees and has most of the series. Said, I feel like everything we do, it's like he's reading our minds out there. We're trying our best to contain him, but he's not missing. He is. Pretty much sums it up. 2-1 delivery on the way, and that'll be outside. And Garcia would appear not to want to have much to do with him here. 3-1 strikeout.
Definitely being careful.
Yankees have the infield shift on. Outfield very deep, pretty much straight away. 3-1 delivery. Will get the called strike on the pitch on the outside corner. Reynolds has had a 3 for 10, 3 home runs, 3 runs scored, and 4 RBIs in this series against the Yankees. Here's the 3-2 delivery. Jammed him. A-Rod coming over along with Nix. A-Rod reaching in and did not get it. Just out of his reach.
Had a shot. A lot of fans over there getting in the way. Pretty good effort by A-Rod, just getting over to the wall, finding it. Reaching up there, but oh, nice play by the fan. Shows it to him too. I got it.
Somebody made a catch, but it wasn't on the field. A collision at third. And there's a breaking ball in there for a strike. So Garcia will get the strikeout 6 in a row, retired by the Yankees starter. Yankees on the Cano single have the 1-0 lead. By AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T Rethink Possible. By Hyundai. If it's fuel efficient, affordable, stylish, and safe, it's probably a Hyundai. And by Antwerp Auto. When Jack says yes, you pay less. At Antwerp Hyundai, Nissan, Toyota, at Howard County Auto Park. Visit jacksays.yes.com today. Another big crowd on hand on this beautiful Sunday afternoon at Camden Yards. Other big games going on. The Rangers are playing against the Rays. Oswald against Shields. The Rays have taken an early 2-0 lead in the rubber match. Former Oriole Jeremy Guthrie is red hot on the mound. He's 7-12. He'll pitch against the White Sox today. Ichiro will go after it and take it for a ball. That's Central now. White Sox have a 2-game lead over the Tigers. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ichiro fouls it back. Tigers get the Angels again. Boy, the Angels, here they come. They've won 10 of their last 11, looking for a sweep against the Tigers. They are only 2 games out in the wild card spot.
Playing some great baseball over there on the West Coast.
Ichiro, little ground ball to short. Hardy's got it. Derek Jeter, yet another hit leading off the ball game, a single, and would score the Yankees run. You take a look at the oldest players to lead the major league in hits. Jeter right now behind Pete Rose in that department, but Jeter continues to pound him out, and it sure doesn't look like he's near the end. Gwynn, Molitor, Suzuki, and the tender age he's in, he's up there with some of the biggest names in baseball. Honus Wagner in 1912 hit .324 at the age of 38, 181 hits. Luke Appling in 1946 hit .309. He had 180 hits at the age of 39. For Derek Jeter, he's got 190 hits.
So impressive. I mean, not slowing down one bit. And I've talked about this before. If you can stay healthy, you know, through your mid-30s and into your late 30s, you have such great knowledge at the plate. And Derek Jeter does, and he's showing that this year.
Manny Machado gets it. Ground ball out there, 2 down. Race to the postseason indeed is heating up. Don't miss a moment of the action. Text Orioles 29292 for starting lineups and in-game alerts you can't afford to miss. And we'll bring up Nick Swisher. He drew a walk. Got taken out on a big double play that was hit into by A-Rod. 2 down and nobody on. Swisher hitting only .161 against the Orioles this season, and now 0 for his last 24 overall coming into this ball game. Zach Britton trying to get the quick inning here. Britton is retired the last 6 after that Cano single in the first inning. Up high to him, 2-0.
Yeah, slow start there in the first inning. Battled through it, though. Got out of it. That big double play ball helped. And he's shown a lot more consistency with the fastball. Quick inning in the second. A couple of quick ground ball outs here in the third.
The new assistant coach.
Yeah.
Here's the 2-1 delivery. Oh, hit him in the face. That hit, he gets the out, but that ball came up and hit him in the face. Boy, this has been a tough couple of games. He will head out right up off the front of the glove, caught him in the face, still able to go track it down, retires the side in order, and we'll take a look after the break as to how he looks. immediately came back up again.
Now take a look at it right here. He actually gets himself into a pretty good fielding position. Goes down, that ball kicks off the tip of his glove. He turns his head just in time, though. Avoid taking it in the teeth. Fortunately, it appears to be okay down there. You see Buck talking with trainer Brian Ebel. And Nick Markakis helping out as well.
Nick's going to be involved in everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Buck Showalter was tongue-in-cheek this morning. He said, I've had the unfortunate occurrence this year to be sitting on the bench with Nick Markakis while he's been injured. That's a double entendre. Unfortunate because he's not playing and you'd like to have him in the field, but when Nick's on the bench, he's constant motion and talking. Boy, you talk about a couple of ethos pitches. How about that? Garcia's just kind of almost underhanded tosses to Chris Davis. And a 1-ball, 1-strike count.
Well, he's been pretty efficient and continuing to mix up the off-speed pitches.
That'll go into right field for a base hit. So Davis, playing in right field today, delivers the single, and the Orioles have their first base runner. The Orioles are going to battle the Rays. It is a big 3-game set coming up starting Tuesday, going through Thursday, honoring the 20th anniversary. All 3 games, left field box seats only $8, the same price as when the park opened in '92. A limited number of the $8 seats remain. The $4 Utah Street bleacher seats sold out. 888-848-BIRD, Orioles.com. Tuesday, Wednesday, and the Thursday 12:30 game against Tampa Bay. Here's Manny Machado. Off-speed delivery, swung on a miss. Jason Hamill is going to open up the series against Matt Moore on Tuesday. It'll be Miguel Gonzalez and Alex Cobb pitching game 2, and then the Thursday day game, Jeremy Hellickson's going for Tampa Bay. The Orioles have not announced their starter. 1-1.
Take a look at Machado. Most hits since August 9th by American League rookies. Mike Trout, rookie sensation, leading the way with 31. But Manny Machado, 29 hits, has just been on fire since being called up here to help the Orioles out. Not only just getting the base hits, but some power numbers as well.
And the slider will be outside. 2-ball, 1-strike count from Garcia. 35-year-old right-hander. 7-6 on the year against the Orioles. Has lost a ball game. He pitched against them in the loss on July 30. 3 runs, 9 hits, and 6 innings. He's worked as a reliever against the Orioles. Back in April, he gave up 4 runs, 4 hits, and 4 2/3 innings. Pitch is put up in the air. Shortstop, third is A-Rod, who's got it. And Machado's retired. Bring up Robert Andino. Andino, like Machado, 2 for 12 in the series against the Yankees. Runner on at first base and 1 down. Davis at first, short lead, and the pitch is up high to Andino. Part of the 2 for 12. He's had 2 home runs. Those are the 2 runs scored and the 2 RBIs he's picked up against the Yankees. Andino this year has really had a good season at the plate against New York with a .295 batting average. 1-0 delivery. Andino takes a strike on the outside corner.
A couple fastballs from Garcia, probably about as firm as you're going to see. 88 miles an hour right there. Typically go to that slider now. Sped him up a little bit. See a lot of off-speed pitches from him.
1 ball, 1 strike, and the throw over to get Davis back to the bag. Andino waiting on a 1-1. Grounds that one towards third. A-Rod's got it. There's one. Cano, the quick release. There's two. No runs, one hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. So Garcia's given up a hit but faced the minimum 9 through 3. Ben's located on the web at MBUSA.com. Perhaps one of the most impressive and overlooked numbers this season regarding the Orioles is that one.
Yeah, pretty amazing differential right there. Almost a run per game difference. I mean, unbelievable ERAs. Great improvement with the overall pitching. Starting pitching has been phenomenal here as of late. And the bullpen has certainly been consistent all year long. But you think about the Orioles' record there with the one-run victories, leading the league in most wins and all, and setting historic numbers there. Well, that's a big reason why, obviously, that starting pitching and the bullpen.
The Orioles now 25-7 in one-run ball games. They're 23-14 against left-handed starters after getting a win in the ball game last night with Sabathia pitching. That's the most wins against lefties. And they continue 62-0 and they've had a lead after 7. Here's A-Rod back at third base after DHing in a couple of games. Fastball will be taken inside. He hit into a double play his first time up. 12-game hit streak, which is going back to before the injury and what he has done since coming off the DL. And that pitch will be way outside, the 2-ball, 1-strike count. Zach Britton, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. 1 run, 2 hits for the Yankees. No run, 1 hit, and an error for the Orioles. We're playing in the 4th inning. 2-1 in the air to right field. Davis back, turned around. That hits off the wall. He'll play it barehanded and hold A-Rod to a single. He did miss a home run by a whole lot right there, and Davis couldn't get that ball lined up to get back on.
Well, he ends up making a pretty good adjustment on the end to hold A-Rod to a single. Alex Rodriguez whistles this ball off the wall. First try to barehand, but able to regroup. See A-Rod thinking about a double all the way. Chris Davis able to hold him up. Nice job by Davis.
16th game in right field this year for Chris Davis. With Nick Markakis out of there, we'll be watching, obviously, and see how Buck Showalter plays it, both in the leadoff spot and in right. Here is Cano. And he'll hold up on it. That'll be hit number 3 for the Yankees and a 13-game hit streak for Rodriguez. Cano is 10th in runs in the league as he stands in. We've got 4 of the top 10 in this game. Yankees have Jeter, Granderson, and Cano. Adam Jones of the Orioles with 86 runs scored is 6th in the league in runs. 2-0 count. The Orioles can win this. They will win the season series against the Yankees for the first time since 1997. They're guaranteed at least a split of the games no matter what happens here today. Here's the 2-0 delivery, and that'll be outside, and that'll send Wieters to the mound.
A good visit by Matt Wieters, settle him down a little bit. Zach has been so good, just keeping his composure up there. See about half, 27 strikes, 26 balls there, 53 total pitches, so not quite as consistent as we'd like him to be. The Zach Britton, when he gets up over about 65% throwing strikes, he just becomes a dominant pitcher.
3-0 count here. Cano taking all the way, and 4 in a row out of the strike zone. So the Yankees again have the first 2 on, as they did in the first inning. Maryland Lottery strike-it-rich contestant of the game, Michael Garcia. Michael, you've won $500 for being selected. You get $100 for each strikeout the Orioles record during the game. All the latest info on new games, current promotions, second chance contests. Visit mdlottery.com today. So Britton, he got out of the first inning after the first 2 reached by getting the double play off A-Rod. Now it'll be Russell Martin up. He grounded out his first time up. Nobody out. Showed bunt, and it gets away. And that will be a pass ball, I believe, on Matt Wieters.
I don't know. Zach Britton kind of spiked this fastball here. He saw the square around.
You're right.
And he just holds on to it a little bit too long. Bounces out in front of the plate. And surprises Matt Wieters there. Sneaks in between the legs.
And it is a wild pitch. That'll be the 3rd thrown this season by Britton. And now 2 are in scoring position. But Showalter positioning the infield. Machado's the only one in. 1-0 delivery. Martin will take it inside for a ball. Yankees in this series have gone 6 for 19 with runners in scoring position. They are 1 for 2 today. Here's the 2-0 delivery. Martin, a breaking ball. That's in there for a strike.
Well, Zach kind of unable to harness that fastball right now, so that breaking ball go-to pitch right there to at least get one across the plate. Just got to throw some strikes, and then they'll get some chases on that fastball.
Runners off, 2nd and 3rd. 2-1 delivery. Martin, that's going to miss outside. So the count will go to 3-1.
Like a pretty good pitch there, though. Back-to-back breaking balls. And this one looks like it catches the corner of the box.
Remember, a width of a baseball in these boxes. They are not 100%. Here's the 3-1 delivery, and a ground ball fouled off. A-Rod does not have to go here, so he certainly wasn't there on contact. He's going to be sure it either goes through or he's got a real chance before he takes off as the lead runner. So that's going to require Cano at second to keep an eye on him. But Showalter moves Machado back a step at 3rd. Here's the 3-2 delivery, and the bases are loaded. So 3 walks surrendered in the ball game, and the bases loaded, nobody out. And the former Orioles, Steve Pearce, will be coming out, and the pitching coach will go to the mound first. Rickadere on his way out.
Jake Arrieta getting up in the bullpen for the Orioles. Coming back from AAA. Settled in, actually finished strong with Norfolk this year. See Rickadere out there talking to Zach Britton. Rickadere well aware of the adjustments that Zach Britton has made in his delivery. 1 or 2 key words might get him back on track. A little bit inconsistent beginning part of this game. That first inning, a little bit rough for Zach, trying to find that command. But 2nd and 3rd innings, really good. Got some ground ball outs, strikeout in there, but not being able to find the zone right now in the 4th.
So Pearce will stand in. He's done damage to the Orioles in this series. the former Oriole, who's made his way all the way around baseball here this year. Second time with the Yankees on the season. He started the year with the Twins, released, signed by the Yankees, traded to the Orioles, bounces away, ball one. Pierce played in 28 games with the Orioles, hit .254, then designated for assignment, claimed off waivers by Houston, and then reacquired by the Yankees. That's a lot of travel in 1 year. 1-0 count, Sachs full. Infield back will play for two. Inside 2-0. Here's the 2-0 wait, and that's way in the dirt. And right now, Britton can't throw a strike. 3-0.
No, he can't. And the Yankees lineup historically been pretty good about being patient at the plate, always working starting pitchers. So they're going to try to get him to prove he can throw strikes before they get over aggressive up there.
Pierce gets these starts because he's hitting .283 off lefties and .216 off righties. One of the reasons he's a choice in these games. 3-0 delivery taking all the way. Walked him on 4 straight. And the Yankees will get their second run as A-Rod crosses. And it is a 2-0 ball game.
Now 3 straight base on balls from Zach Britton. Definitely something must be going on with the delivery. We're talking with Rick Adair. Trying to keep that front side contained has been a key for Zach Britton because he has such a quick arm. If there's any leakage with that front shoulder, if he starts flying with it, his command becomes erratic.
Pierce gets the RBI. Now here's Jones, and that pitch is in there for a strike. Bases remain loaded. 4 walks in the ball game, 3 in a row here in the 4th inning after Rodriguez had the leadoff single. Jones, a swing and a miss, 0-2. Jones getting his 3rd chance with the bases loaded this year. He's gone 0 for 2. Here's the 0-2 delivery to him, and that got him. Another good breaking ball. Comes right back after the walk and gets Jones.
A nice quick sequence right there from Zach Britton. Breaking ball, fastball, then a nice slider to get the lock up Jones for the strikeout.
Our Nissan Pitch Track, Nissan's bottom line sales event going on. Hurry in today, big savings. Visit ChooseNissan.com or test drive at your local dealer. Bottom line event ends October 1.
Well, and the beauty about Zach Britton is he does have the ability to get strikeouts like we just saw, but he has such great potential to roll up ground balls. So just one pitch away from getting out of this jam.
This is Jason Nix with the bases loaded and 1 away. Nix was a strikeout victim his first time up. Couple of hits and 5 at bats, lifetime off Zach Britton. Cano, the lead runner at 3rd. Martin 2nd. Pierce at 1st. Britton with a 1-0 delivery. In the air, right center field, not deep. Coming, Jones not going to get it. It'll score only 1. Everybody had to wait, but it's an RBI base hit for Nix and a 3-0 Yankee lead.
Well, as Chris Tillman would call it, a little jam pop right here out in no man's land. Lands in front of Adam Jones. He gives chase, but just out of the reach to be able to make a good dive effort on it. Drops in for the base hit. Picks up 1 RBI.
Nix will get his 17th RBI of the season. And now with Ichiro up, the infield is going to move in. Martin is the lead runner at 3rd base. Pierce and Nix. 1 down. And Ichiro will take it for a strike. He grounded out his first time up. Very tough to double up. So the Orioles on a ground ball will try and get that play at the plate if they can. If it's hit hard enough, then they will go for the 2. Here's the 0-1 delivery. And that will miss. 1-1. Ichiro's had a 2 for 4 with the bases loaded this year. Single and a double. He's had a good series. 6 for 11 against the Orioles. 1-1 delivery on the way. That's there. 1-2.
Well, like Gary was talking about, hard hit ball. They'll probably try to turn 2 up the middle, but if it's a little slower, they're going to get that force out at the plate. So they're trying to increase their range with J.J. Hardy and Robert Andino a few steps off the grass there. With Martin at third base, something a little slower, they'll come home.
Foul back and a 1-ball 2-strike count. Yankees 3 runs, 4 hits, adding 2 so far here in the 4th inning. The outfield plays him to Slash. McLouth in and over towards the line in left. Jones is in center. Only Davis stays back in right field. 1-2 delivery. Ichiro a chopper. The Baltimore chop and go! Safe. An infield hit for Ichiro. An RBI. Martin scores 4-0, and here comes Buck Showalter.
Well, that was a really good play by J.J. Hardy. The naked eye, it looked like J.J. had gotten him at first base. Buck Showalter out there to argue with Mike Winter.
Winter's the crew chief at first, listening in. Now we'll see what the umpires can't look at, the video replay.
Now a little chopper off the plate. Hardy, look at that quick transfer and release. Mark Reynolds thinks he has him. See the frustration right there. Yeah, pretty close. Looked like a good call.
Real close, yep.
Yep.
He got it right. So the bases remain loaded. And here's Derek Jeter. 2 of the walks have scored. Now it's Pierce, Nix, and Suzuki on the bases. And the pitch is going to miss outside for a ball. The Yankees already a substantial inning, but chance for a real big inning. There's only 1 away. Jeter's 3 for 10 with the bases loaded this year. All have been singles. And Britton will back off. 8th Yankee to hit here in the 4th inning. One-0 delivery. Jeter late, fouls it back. .30 pitches have been thrown in this inning by Zach Britton.
He's definitely labored through, but you see the 2nd and 3rd inning when he's able to throw strikes, he gets quick innings. I mean, they put the ball in play, and not really hard either. A couple weak ground ball outs, but when he's all over the place like he has been this inning, 3 consecutive base on balls, couple base hits here and there, not hit very hard, but you know, he's been laboring through here.
Jeter a single and he is grounded out. 1-1 delivery to him. Missed outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. For Jeter this year against the Orioles, he's hitting .397. Yikes. Part of a .318 career batting average he has against the Orioles. 2 ball 1 strike count. Bases loaded. Jeter takes 3-1. Bullpen's ready with Arrieta. And you got to believe this will be it for Britton if he can't get Jeter. Pierce, Nix, Suzuki with the leads. Here's the 3-1. Jeter over the top, 3-2.
A nice pitch right there by Zach Britton. Derek Jeter betting on a strike and being very aggressive right there, but Zach Britton has just enough movement on the end to keep it off that bat.
There are the Yankee base runners with the Pierce walk, single Nick, single Ichiro. Britton will step off. Here's the 3-2 delivery, and Jeter will fight it off. This one of many big games underway affecting the postseason, with the Yankees and Orioles tied for first. Tampa Bay is only 2 games out in the East. Chicago leads Detroit by 2. Texas a 4.5 over Oakland. Nationals are going to take the East. Cincinnati's going to take the Central. And right now the Giants have a 4.5 game lead over the Dodgers, and they play today. 3-2 again. Jeter takes it, and another bases loaded walk. So Jeter will be credited with the RBI, and that'll be it for Zach Britton, as the Yankees go on top here by a score of 5-0. And Zach Britton has been his own worst enemy. The first 3 walks of the inning have already scored, and 2 of the RBIs have come on bases loaded walks. So the Orioles now will go to Arrieta, who's going to work out of the bullpen, trailing here 5-0.
Hits, 5 runs, all earned. It's those 5 walks. Just unable to harness the fastball, and the command was an issue today. But Jake Arrieta on in relief now. Of course, Jake Arrieta, the #1 starter coming out of spring training, and he just could not find consistency. So spent about the rest of the whole summer in Norfolk AAA trying to iron out some things, and he finished up strong there. So a lot of optimism for Jake Arrieta as he comes in relief of Zach Britton.
Arrieta last worked on September 3 and worked 5 innings in that ballgame as a starter. This is his first major league relief appearance and only the second of his pro career. He had 1 relief appearance at AAA Norfolk in 2010. Otherwise, every game he started as a pro, every appearance has been as a starter. So the bases remain loaded, still only 1 away here in the 4th inning, and the Yankees. Nick Swisher will bat. He is the 9th Yankee to come up here in the 4th. 4 runs in. And that'll be blocked by Wieters. Keeps it out in front of him. Nix, Ichiro, and Jeter are the base runners. Swisher has walked, grounded out. 0 for his last 25. Arrieta with the 1-0 delivery. Swisher will foul it off the top of the mask of Matt Wieters.
Good fastball right there by Jake Arrieta. He's another one of the young arms that there's really not a question about his stuff. It's just being able to command his pitches and execute, because you saw the life on that fastball, 95 miles an hour.
Like, is this a setup? Swisher's 0 for 16 against Arrieta and 0 for his last 25.
Well, matching up.
Wow. You know what that means. 2 ball, 1 strike count, 1 down. Yankees moving them around here in the 4th inning, station by station. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That'll be fouled down the line and left, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Arrieta continues the mix and match of the Orioles season, both with their position players and with their pitchers. It's a job now as needed by the club. 2 ball, 2 strike count. And swings through it. So Arrieta comes on, gets a big strikeout.
Great pitch here from Jake Arrieta. A little cutter, 91 miles an hour on that pitch after a couple fastballs, about 95. Nice location as well.
And our Kia Pitch Strike brought to you by Kia Motors. To learn more, visit kia.com. Well, classic matchup here. Yankees have the bases loaded, 2 down. Here's A-Rod. Hit into a double play and is singled in the ball game. And we'll take that slider for a strike on the outside corner. Rodriguez, a 3 for 8. Lifetime off Arrieta, 23 career Grand Slam home runs.
Pretty amazing number right there.
Here's the 0-1 delivery. Foul that one back. Zach Britton responsible for the base runners out there, hoping Arrieta can finish it off right here. A-Rod's got 29 home runs here at Camden Yards. No other player has more home runs as an opponent here than does Rodriguez. Sacks full. Arrieta with the 0-2 delivery, and that's fouled away.
And Jake Arrieta not scared to challenge Alex Rodriguez. A couple fastballs. Had a great pitch on his last one, riding that fastball in. That one 95 on the outer part of the plate.
Arrieta with the 0-2 delivery, and he got him. He went around. Mike Winters at first base makes the call. And Arrieta gets 2 big strikeouts in his first relief appearance in the majors. As A-Rod goes down, the Yankees leave him full, but they push 4 across and increase their lead to 5-0. By Chevy Cruze, offering the best highway mileage of any gas engine in America. By Jabin Davis. Jabin Davis Investments, celebrating 60 years of advising investors. Call Jabin Davis 800-222-3246. And by Hyundai. If it's fuel efficient, affordable, stylish, and safe, it's probably a Hyundai. Gary Thorne, Mike Bordick on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Fans with signs wishing Nick well in the recovery. More will be known when we come back on Tuesday for the opener of the series against the Rays. Further examinations are going to be done on that broken thumb to see whether or not any surgery is going to be needed. The surgery right now for the Orioles needs to be done against Freddie Garcia, as he's faced the minimum of 9 through 3, giving up only 1 hit. McLeod, the leadoff batter, grounded out. And I swear he's throwing pitches slower and slower.
Well, that's
it's almost an ephus ball.
Yeah, he tests the patience of hitters. You know, he nibbles with his pitches. He works slow, takes his time around the mound, and he tries to get the hitters antsy, and he just keeps working the edges, and he's just enticing them to take swings, and he's been successful to this point against the Orioles.
He had a long rest while the Yankees were putting those runs up for him, sending 10 to the plate. Yankees getting 2 RBI singles and 2 runs on bases loaded walks. He's only thrown 35 pitches. Here's the 3-1 delivery. McLeod takes it. It's a strike. And the count's at 3-2.
A borderline pitch. Nate McLeod doing a nice job, though, being patient in this first at bat. Whole team out in that field for an extended inning.
Here's the 3-2 by Garcia. McLeod will take it, and there's ball 4. First walk surrendered in the ball game by Freddie Garcia. Our PNC minor league report brought to you by PNC for the Achiever and you for the Bowie Bay Sox against the Akron Arrows. That series is tied at 2-2. The Bay Sox have never won a playoff series. Tim Bascom starts tonight. Bay Sox game 5, 6-6. His record 4-4-1.
Pretty exciting time right there in Double-A for Bowie. And it's nice for the organization to have another team in the playoffs. Last year, Frederick brought home a championship. So just a sign of the times here. Organization changing. Things are, getting back to normal, the Oriole way, as far as winning and learning about winning. It starts obviously in the minor leagues, and Bowie has a great opportunity.
We wish them well tonight. J.J. Hardy flying out to center field his first time up. McLeod on to first base. Hardy with a big cut, 0-2. Hardy's got a 3-game hit streak coming in. A lot of base stealing against Garcia, as you might imagine. 15 for 18 base stealers against him, and this might be a situation to run but for the score. Orioles cannot afford to have a runner taken out on the base paths, trailing here 5-0.
Oh, but you want to pick away any chance you can get. It's still early in this ball game. Just keep chipping away. Obviously, they have great confidence in their offense where they could potentially pop balls out of the yard and make a quick comeback. But when you have opportunities to score some runs, try to take advantage of them.
0-2 the count on Hardy. Ooh, hit him in the back. Orioles will take it. Nobody hurt there, and it's a base runner and the third hit batter by Garcia this year.
Well, that's a good break actually for the Orioles. J.J. Hardy able to turn into this, so won't feel any real ill effects of being hit by Garcia. But what an opportunity now. A couple guys on, nobody out.
A-Rod coming over to talk to Garcia. Wilson Benavides batting in the 3-hole in this game as the designated hitter with a 2 for 6 and 2 home runs lifetime off Garcia coming into the ball game. This is going to be the first Orioles chance with a runner in scoring position, their first runner to second base. Java Chamberlain up in the bullpen. Girardi not wasting any time.
No, well, Freddie Garcia's had some early exits in his most recent starts, so if there's trouble, Girardi's going to get to that pen.
Off-speed delivery is going to be fouled away. And the count goes to 2 strikes. Oriole base runners McLouth and Hardy. Outfield way back on Wilson Benameed in left and center. A lot of room. And he takes it to the gap in right center field. Ichiro coming over to get it. McLouth will come around to score. Hardy's going to come around to score. 2 RBI double. Another. Showalter pushed the right button.
Well, just like that, the Orioles right back in the ball game. This pitch hanging out over. Wilson Benameed goes and gets it. It's a mistake pitch by Garcia. Drives it into the gap. Ichiro a long ways away, and that allows J.J. Hardy to score on the back end. 2 RBIs and a 19th double for Wilson Benameed.
Oh, Benameed coming behind on the count to get it. RBIs 38 and 39. The Orioles designated hitter. Now with nobody out, here's Adam Jones. He grounded out his first time up. Jones takes the pitch, and it is there for a strike. So the Orioles, in their first chance with a runner in scoring position, get one. They're now 6 for 13 in this series with runners in scoring position, along with all the home runs they've picked up. 0-1 delivery. Jones outside to him.
Well, pretty impressive how the Orioles offense stays focused and continues to put up some numbers. That long inning in the 4th, just out there kind of wondering when it was ever going to end. Finally get their opportunity here, and taking advantage of some mistakes by Garcia, the base on balls and the hit by pitch.
Fouled off the end of the bat. Remember, Garcia's been prone to the long ball. 16 home runs surrendered. 7 of those to right-handers. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Jones the other way again. I would think Mike Garcia is a real tough pitcher for Jones, because Adam likes to be so aggressive, and you can't do that against this right-hander.
Well, that's right. And he's trying to get Adam Jones to chase out there on the outside corner, and it really does take great discipline to face a pitcher like Freddie Garcia. So a tough matchup. Adam Jones has to really control himself up there in the batter's box.
1-2 delivery on the way. Got that one up in the air to short. Nix will make the play, and there's one away. Time for our AT&T Mobility Trivia Fact. The Yankees at 49% and the O's at 48 lead Major League Baseball in the percent of runs scored via the home run this season. They've virtually been 1 and 2 all year long, and look how that has continued in this series.
Yeah, amazing numbers, right? Look at the home run, or runs by way of home run. The Orioles 17 runs by way of home runs. Of course, they've hit 12, and big numbers by both powerful offenses.
Runner still at second base. Now Matt Wieters. Wieters grounded out his first time up, 4 for 12, lifetime off Garcia. Wieters this year has torn the Yankees up with a .377 batting average, 4 home runs and 8 RBIs. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Fouls that one right straight back. 1-1.
Take a look at Matt Wieters versus the fastball month by month. Back in July, just 240, but you see that steady increase here in September. 353 with that .706 on base percentage. So you think Matt Wieters, with all the catching he's done, he might be faltering a little bit. but just getting stronger with the bat.
Wieters off the mask, and off came the mask of Russell Martin. One catcher to another. He tries to shake it off.
Yeah, we're talking about Matt Wieters doing a lot of catching and the beatings they take. Well, Martin takes one right off the nose right there, knocks the mask right off. See him shaking the cobwebs out. It is a punishing position for sure.
Betamit at second base, being held close by Nix. Here's the 1-2 delivery to Wieters. Wieters going to get a base hit into right field. That should score. Betamit, he'll turn. He's going to come in. Wieters delivers 5-3.
That brings the Orioles fans back to life here. Nice inning by the Orioles and a super job of hitting. Tough pitch up and in on Matt Wieters, able to get to it. Drives it down the right field line, scoring Wilson Betamit easily from second base.
Still only one out in the inning, and that's going to knock the starter out. Freddie Garcia will leave, having worked only 3 1/3 innings. Jabba Chamberlain out of the bullpen as the Orioles mount the comeback.
In a third, 3 hits, 3 runs, all 3 earned. Just 1 walk and 1 strikeout, but Joe Girardi not taking any chances, and he goes right to the bullpen, bringing Jabba Chamberlain in. He's been in 11 games this year. That lofty earned run average, still trying to get that command back after spending so much time on the disabled list. Lefties hitting .353, and righties a lofty .400 with 3 home runs off him.
The Yankees are really hoping Chamberlain could come around. As we've mentioned, his velocity is as good as it's been ever, but the command of it has not been there, and he's gotten behind hitters, and when you do and they're sitting on dead red, Mike, major leaguers are going to hit it.
You got that right. It really doesn't matter how hard you throw. If you don't have that command and you have to throw it over the plate, you're going to get hit, and hit hard.
The Orioles have gotten to him this year in 3 previous games. He's given up 5 runs on 6 hits in just 3 2/3 innings. The Orioles hitting .375 as a team this year against Jabba Chamberlain. So Garcia out of there. The Orioles with Wieters on at first base, 1 down. Reynolds called out on strikes, his first time up. And he'll take the slider on the outside corner for a strike. Reynolds against Jabba Chamberlain, 3 for 5, and 2 of the 3 hits have been home runs.
That seems like a common line against Mark Reynolds against all of the Yankees pitchers.
Boy, this year. That'll be scooped on a pitch down and away, 1-1. For Reynolds this season, against the Yankees. 306, 7 homers, 14 runs batted in. 1 ball, 1 strikeout, throw over. Wieters hanging very tight to the bag. Wieters gets RBI number 71 with that base hit he picked up. Now Reynolds trying to keep it going here in what's been a busy 4th inning so far. Combined 7 runs scored here in the 4th. 1-1 delivery on the way, and that'll be fouled back by Reynolds.
All right, Mark Reynolds just missed that pitch. A little hanging breaking ball out over the plate. A full extension, but just fouled it off.
Jim Presley on Thursday night talking with him about Mark Reynolds. All right, what is it? He said, well, the only thing we've done is get him to come down on the ball a little more and get rid of that little loop he had in the uppercut.
That's it. It doesn't take much because his eye has been so good this year. If he can just have a more consistent bat path, going to make more consistent hard contact, and he has certainly done that here since the beginning of August, and now just heating up tremendously as we go into September with the power numbers.
Yeah, but Chamberlain doing the talking there on what he wants to throw, telling Martin.
Well, you certainly have to be on the same page. We talked about this last night, how important every pitch is, and now that the Orioles have worked their way back into this ball game, one mistake could be a tie ball game with Mark Reynolds and Chris Davis waiting in the wings.
1 ball, 2 strike count. Reynolds outside. Nice play by Martin. He had to go out there and hang on to that one. Chamberlain in a little trouble finding the strikes here.
Hard slider down and away. Martin makes a nice defensive play there to keep it in and keep Matt Wieters out of scoring position.
2 ball, 2 strike count. Reynolds waiting on it. He's gone. Hands on hips to Jerry Meals.
Well, it didn't look like a very good pitch from this vantage point. Mark Reynolds lets him know that he has a great awareness of the strike zone, and it is off the plate and down. That pitch down and away. Mark Reynolds kind of shocked with the call. Say, hey, you got to check the numbers, baby. I know the strike zone. I'm leading this team in walks.
To which Meals says, check the strikeouts. Here's Chris Davis, and he will take the pitch in there for a strike. More surprising he got the call because Martin moved the glove. Usually when that happens, you don't get that call made. Obviously the catcher's telling you he didn't think where it came was a strike.
Right.
0-1 count, runner at first base, and a wild cut by Chris Davis. 2 strikes.
Well, sometimes when you throw that hard like Chamberlain does, you try to get geared up a little bit and start your swing too soon, and that's exactly what Chris Davis did right there on the breaking ball.
Davis has a 3 for 9 and a home run lifetime off Chamberlain. 2 down now. Wieters at first. Little lob toss over. Bullpens have been very active in this series. Yankees 8 2/3, ERA over 7. The Orioles 12 innings, ERA is 6. That's very high for the Orioles bullpen. That's coming into today's game. And he gets him swinging. So Chamberlain comes on and gets a couple of strikeouts. The Orioles, though, will pick up 3 runs. They'll do it on a couple of hits and leave 1 on. Back in at 5-3. first action. It'll be game one of the 3-game set against the Rays coming up Tuesday. Jason Hamill takes the mound against Matt Moore. Our coverage on MASN 2 begins at 6:30. O's Extra presented by Jeep, followed by game coverage at 7. All the access you need right here on MASN.
Well, all the matchups now are tough. Matt Moore, certainly one of the toughest young lefties in the league. 10 wins this year with that 3.66 earned run average. Jason Hamill, of course, the Orioles happy to have him back after the knee surgery. This will be his second start. He pitched really well coming back from the DL in his last start. So a lot of excitement for the Orioles and another tough series.
Tampa Bay's got a 5-0 lead over Texas in the 6th inning of their ball game today. Yankees bat as we go to the 5th inning. Arrieta came on to pick up 2 strikeouts and finish off that last inning. Now Robinson Cano up against him, and Cano will take the pitch for a strike. Oh, 1 count. They'll have to wait as Cano stands out. Cano, an RBI single, has drawn a walk and scored a run, part of that 4-run 4th inning. And we'll foul that off the other way. So neither starter able to get much done in this ball game today. They both went 3 1/3 innings.
Now
Britton 5 runs and 3 against Garcia.
Yeah, both roughed up a little bit. We had mentioned Joe Girardi not wanting to take any chances with Garcia because he's had some rough outings here recently.
Off the glove of Arrieta, that's going to be a base hit. So Cano is 2 for 2 in the ball game. The Mid-Atlantic Sports Report returns tomorrow, 5 to 6:30. Tom Davis, Phil Wood, Mel Anton, and Dave Johnson take a look back at this big weekend against the Yankees and a preview of that 3-game set coming up against the Rays. That'll be tomorrow at 5 right here on MASN. And an update on Nick Markakis as to any medical reports that are delivered in the Orioles off day tomorrow.
A lot of tests coming up for Nick Markakis with MRIs and CAT scans, specialists.
Strike on the outside corner. Martin showing bunt. He's drawn a walk, scored, and grounded out. And taking the long look down to third. Arrieta with the 0-1. Arrieta's been able to get Martin most of the time. 2 for 12 for Martin against the Oriole right-hander. And yet again we see another situation where the Orioles get a pitcher out of the bullpen who's really a starter in a situation where they need long relief, and they have it available.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-2 delivery and a sweeping slider up high and a 1-ball 2-strike count.
Well, it's nice. I mean, obviously that length that Jake Arrieta can now provide, and Randy Wolf out there in the bullpen. You know, you're not going to be able to be taxing the guys down there, their arms as much, and you need them fresh through the month of September.
Challenged him with a heater, foul back. 1-ball 2-strike count on Martin. So both teams getting runs in the 4th. Yankees got a run in the 1st inning. Cano got the single on that one. Then they added the 4. The Orioles coming right back in the bottom half. Bettamy getting the 2 RBI double, and Wieters the RBI single. Bettamy's first RBI since July 31st against the Yankees. And that foul back into the seats. 1-ball 2-strike count remains.
Yeah, it was a good RBI to see because Wilson spent some time on the DL with the hand wrist injury there, but he provided so much spark, late inning heroics for the Orioles in the first half of the season. Came up with big hit after big hit late in the ball games, and then picking up another big RBI there sparks the Orioles offense.
Martin a roller, that's going to go foul. So he's fighting off pitches to hold the count at a ball and 2 strikes. Two managers with teams trying to win a division. And if not that, at least get a wild card spot. But it's division both these teams are after. Here's the 1-2 delivery on the way to win. Martin, a high chopper to short. Hardy's got to hurry. Gets one relay. Oh, yeah. A tough double play as Andino had to unload in a hurry. And good plays all around up the middle.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that. J.J. Hardy once again showing his range. And as the daytime heats up that infield, that's a tough kick off the dirt. But a great turn by Robert Andino. Jake Arrieta certainly appreciates that. Executed his pitch properly. Gets himself out of a little jam right there with a nice double play.
Two double plays turned by the Orioles, both 6-4-3 and both good ones. One in the first inning and now this one. Here's Steve Pearce. Takes the pitch up high for a ball. Pearce, a bases loaded walk. Getting an RBI in the fourth inning. Is also grounded out. 5 runs, 6 hits for the Yankees. 3 runs, 3 hits and an error on the Orioles. Yankees have left 4. The Orioles have left 1. All of the runs in the ball game are earned. Strike taken.
Look at J.J. Hardy fielding percentage in the American League. J.J. Hardy leading the way with that .991 fielding percentage and leads in chances out there as well, showing his range.
Down to third. Manny Machado backing up. Over to first. Nice stretch made by Reynolds. Only 3 faced. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. Orioles. Machado will lead it off in the 5th. That's Kirk Maggio has been hired by the Orioles to do the sketch, now drawing, of the ballpark. He's just outside of the Art of the Game store doing his work here today. And what a ball game we've got. You got to figure when the Orioles get to this point of getting to the other team's bullpen and they're in their pen, they've got the advantage based on what the Orioles bullpen's been able to do this year, and that's where they've got this game.
Well, that's right. I mean, it's unfortunate both starting pitchers knocked out early. Zach Britton for the Orioles just couldn't find that command in the 4th inning. But going to the pen, I think the Orioles have the advantage because they have some length down there. Jake Arrieta has been a starter his whole career, so he can go long into this ball game and then get to the power arms at the end of the pen. I think the Yankees bullpen a little bit used up. They've been pitching, matching up throughout the series. See Jabba Chamberlain in right now, but not much length out there, so they're going to have to go to a lot of arms to finish this game up.
So we'll see if the Orioles can pull off yet another dramatic comeback in this ball game as the Yankees dominated early. Jabba Chamberlain coming out to pitch will remain on the mound, usually working no more than a couple of innings in a ball game. We'll see how far Joe Girardi wants to take him in this one. So the Orioles bat down by 2. Manny Machado will lead it off. He popped out while Garcia struggled. He did limit base runners till that 4th inning. The Orioles only getting their 2nd time to the plate here in the bottom half of the 5th. And that'll be fouled away as Machado cranked up on that one.
Yeah, Joe Girardi definitely keeping his fingers crossed, hoping Jabba Chamberlain can settle in and give him some length.
0-1 pitch will be inside. Let him to dance a little bit. And a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Manny hitting at .279, 4 home runs. He's driven in 14 for the 20-year-old third baseman. 1-1 delivery to him, and that's going to miss down low. 2-1. Two-one delivery to him, and that's fouled the other way. And Chamberlain gets the count evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Not hard to stay focused on September 9 when you're tied for first. 2 ball, 2-strike count. Breeze still blowing out the left here. That'll be launched the other way down the line. Swisher coming over, and foul ball. Up against the stands, and Machado will come back.
Almost snuck it in there. Nice job of fighting off a pretty tough breaking ball in the outer half. And almost got it to drop in down that right field line.
A couple of other big ball games being played today. Of course, Dodgers-Giants, they'll play tonight. As the Dodgers only a half game out of the second wild card spot. They're 4.5 behind the Giants for the division lead. They conclude their series. 2 ball, 2-strike count. Machado bloops it to right. Swisher coming, and he'll get it. Not playing very deep, and plenty of time to get under it. When the Orioles open their big 3-game series against the division Rays on Tuesday, don't miss Ollie's Bargain Night, presented by Ollie's Bargain Outlet. All upper reserve seats are only $9 in advance. Buckle up, come out to Oriole Park, and give the Birds the push they need for the playoffs. 888-848-BIRD or Orioles.com. Robert Andino hit into a double play his first time up. He'll take the pitch outside for a ball. Andino hitting at .217 on the year. Much better against the Yankees. .295. 1-0 pitch to him. Check swing. 1 around. And a 1-ball, 1-strike count.
Yeah, Robert kind of guessing fastball right there, but another good breaking ball from Chamberlain down and away. Gets him on the check swing.
1-1 delivery on the way. Andino the big cut. Never had a hit off Chamberlain. Andino's 0 for 5 against the Yankee right-hander. And if Chamberlain can get that control back, he'll really make a difference. And a swing and a miss. 2 down. Well, they are coming down the stretch here on this September 9. Take a look. Hanley Ramirez, Dodgers RBI double, 9th inning, 3-2 win last night. Ramirez, 19 game-winning RBIs, leads the majors. Sabathia has not been able to hold a lead each of his last 3 starts, including last night. And George Kataris of Oakland homered for the second time in the ball game, as they're getting some help. Oakland is from people who have not played a lot this season, and Oakland has been. Well, they're with their 9th consecutive road win. They are a half game up in the wild card race and a 4.5 behind Texas in the American League West.
Yeah, another great story, the Oakland A's this year. A lot of buttons being pushed the right way out there on the West Coast.
Brett Anderson got his 4th straight start back from Tommy John surgery and won it. 4 in a row he's won for Oakland. That is in there for a strike. Nate McLouth, the leadoff batters, walked and scored and grounded out. Two down, base is empty, 5th inning. Little bit inside, and the count will go to 3-1.
Jobber Chamberlain a little bit surprised with that call. A pitch on the inside corner. Goes in Nate McLouth's favor, though.
McLouth 1 for 6 lifetime off Chamberlain and walked him. So the Orioles get the potential tying run to the plate. Only the second walk Orioles have drawn in the game. 2-2
2
J.J. Hardy hit by a pitch, 4th inning, scored, and he is flied out.
Oh, we talk about J.J. Hardy's great defense on the year, but he's also leading all shortstops in home runs with 19. So contributing on all ends.
And he's 1 for 1 against Chamberlain, a home run. Runner goes. Throw down by Martin and a stolen base. That's what we were talking about earlier. Like Showalter said, with Nick out, there is a speedster now in the top spot.
Yeah, that's a great jump by Nate McLeod. In there easily. It's Robinson Cano taking that throw in front of the base. Allows him to get to that back corner. Nice job by McLeod getting in a scoring position, trying to take advantage and just peck away here in the middle part of the ball game. Get 1 step closer.
7 out of 8 stealing bases. Hardy, the 0-1 delivery. And he'll take the pitch away, and a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Well, the Orioles trying to battle back here in the 5th inning. Long way to go. Orioles have had only 3 hits in the game, but still been able to push the 3 runs across. Chamberlain the look back in the 1-1, and Hardy will take it outside, 2-1. Sure, we're going to see a number of pitches. There's Ivan Nova coming back. Question whether he was going to work out of the pen or back into the rotation. At least for the moment, that's answered. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Hardy fouls it off.
Yeah, pretty interesting. I thought I'd read something earlier today about Nova potentially starting Tuesday for them, but they need length out of the pen. We had talked about how overused they seem to have been, especially in this series. Calling on Nova potentially to give them some extra innings here in this ball game.
2-ball, 2-strike count. J.J. Hardy trying to make it a 1-run game. Up and into him, struck him out. Chamberlain celebrates it with a 360 turn on the mound. 4 strikeouts for Chamberlain. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a base runner left on. Yankees lead at 2.
And Nix with a bloop single off Zach Britton to get an RBI. Zach Britton pulled early in the ball game. Jake Arrieta comes on though with the bases loaded to strike out Alex Rodriguez after a base on balls and a hit by pitch. Wilson Betemit comes up with a clutch RBI single. Then Matt Wieters follows him up with a base hit to score Betemit. And here we are going into the 6th inning. Yankees have the lead 5-3. Both pitchers, Zach Britton and Freddie Garcia, early exits, just 3 1/3. Zach Britton with 5 base on balls really hurt him. Freddie Garcia, 3 earned runs. Nate McLeod 0 for 1 with a couple base on balls, a stolen base, and a run scored. Curtis Granderson coming on as the pinch hitter to face Jake Arrieta.
He'll come on for Andrew Jones. And Arrieta's first pitch. That's what Granderson's in there for. Deep to center. Jones back. Goodbye. Home run. The very first pitch delivered to Curtis Granderson. Pinch hitting. Makes it a 6-3 Yankee lead.
Well, that's certainly what he came in there to do. He is a home run hitter. You're either going to strike him out or he's going to hit a bomb. Well, he gets Jake Arrieta's fastball out over the plate. Drives it into the Orioles bullpen. Look at the effort here by Adam Jones. Times it perfectly, but just out of the reach. What an effort by Adam Jones. Would have been something special if he could hold that one back.
Here is Jason Nix. Granderson has tic-tacked Arrieta. He's now 7 for 20 with 3 home runs lifetime off Arrieta. There's Curtis Granderson. 35 home runs on the year. Jason Nix, 1-1 delivery to him. That'll be outside. 2 ball, 1 strike count. No, for the Yankees, their first home run of the ball game and their 23rd against the Orioles. The Orioles have hit 30 against the Yankees this year. 2-1 pitch. Six, 7-0 now for the Yankees. 3-3-1 for the Orioles. Arrieta with a 2-2 count. And Nix will take it outside. 3-2.
I kind of like the way Jake Arrieta's working, even though he gave up that home run to Granderson. Looks like he's got good life on all of his pitches. Fastball strong, around 95. Good tilt on his breaking balls.
Ooh. And he got him on that one.
Nice cutter right there at 88 miles an hour.
3 strikeouts for Arrieta.
Look at this pitch. Comes in looking just like a fastball, but right at the end. I mean, that ball breaks about 6 or 8 inches. And Nix gets a swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Jake Arrieta.
1 away in the 6th inning. Ichiro's had a single and an RBI. He's grounded out. He now has a 4-game hit streak. Ichiro's 3 for 5 in his career against Arrieta. Ichiro's got a .393 lifetime batting average against the Orioles. He has always been right up there with the top players in the American League against those pitchers. Of course, that probably can be said for a lot of ball clubs with Ichiro. 1-1 delivery to him. Slashes that one back into the seats.
He has a lot of career base hits. He had a lot over in Japan, and he came over here, and man, oh man, his career, he's averaging 200 plus hits a year.
One ball, 2 strike count for Arrieta. Just a little bit inside. Yankees on their longest road trip of the year. Started with the 1-win, 2-loss series against Tampa Bay. 4 games here. They've got 3 games left against Boston. That'll go to second base. Andino in the backhand and the running throw. Those extra post-game tune-in brought to you by PNC Bank for the Achiever and you. Coming up after the game, Jim and Rick will look back and see how this one ends up and a look back at the season against the Yankees. Buck will have his press conference. You'll be able to listen in. There'll be player interviews as well.
Mixed crowd here today, about half and half. Yankees fans, Orioles fans.
Derek Jeter, 2 down. Jeter is single, walk, RBI, and he's grounded out. He got a bases loaded walk in the 4th inning. Yankees got 2 of their runs in the 4th on bases loaded walks. Nix and Suzuki had the others on RBI singles. 1st inning, Cano had an RBI base hit, and then the home run by Granderson, adding to it here in the 6th inning. Jeter fouls it back, 2 strikes.
Jake Arrieta's really pounding that zone. 27 strikes, 9 balls, 36 pitches total. Made some adjustments. You see Jake Arrieta pitching out of the stretch here, much like Chris Tillman did, just to have a more efficient delivery and wind up.
Got him. Arrieta's got 4 strikeouts. Good job coming out of the bullpen. He did give up the home run to Granderson, a run on the hit. Nobody left on base. Yankees extend the lead to 6-3. As Jurickson Profar, the 20-year-old, RBI double 10th inning as the Rangers defeated the Rays in the ball game last night. Mike Trout just continues to get it done. He started the game with a 1st inning homer. He ended it by robbing Prince Fielder, going over the fence. The Angels got the win. And the Twins rookie Cole DeVries has been a bright spot in a tough season. He and the bullpen combined for a 3-0 win against the Indians. He's right-hander now, 1.54 ERA in his last 4 starts. Some of the young talent around MLB.
Boy, there are some good young players. Boone Logan now in relief of Jabba Chamberlain. He has been used quite a bit by the Yankees. 66 games this year. This will be his 67th appearance. 47 2/3. Kind of a lefty specialist, but is versatile enough to add a little bit of depth. Lefties 226, righties 229 off him.
Defensive changes for the Yankees with Granderson coming on, getting the pinch hit home run. He'll stay in center. And Ichiro moves from center to left. Andrew Jones out of the game. Orioles bat in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Betemit, Jones, and Wieters. Orioles trailing by 3. They'd cut the lead to 2. And then had the Yankees get one back in the 6th inning on the Granderson home run. Betemit, a big 2 RBI double in the 4th inning, 1 for 2 in the ball game. Betemit is the designated hitter for the Orioles today. Logan's pitch to him shatters the bat. Martin gets it. And one away in the 6th inning. On Thursday, when the Orioles take on the Rays, 12:35. The first 10,000 fans 15 and over will get the special Buckle Up Orioles t-shirt celebrating the Birds' push to the 12th postseason. Don't miss a great collector's item and a big game against the Rays. Get your tickets 888-848-BIRD or go to Orioles.com. Adam Jones has grounded out and popped out. Jones 2 for 3 lifetime off Logan. In for a strike. Logan's appeared now in 11 of the 18 ball games this year. Previous 10, he's given up 5 runs, 9 hits, and 7 1/3 innings. Orioles have hit .300 against him this year. He has won a ball game, 1-0 against the O's. 0-1 delivery. Jones, the chopper to the middle. Cano's going to have to show us some arm, but he never got the ball. Granderson will pick it up, get it back in, and Jones is on with a base hit.
I talked about when the sun hits this infield dirt, it'll make it a little bit harder. This next hop, as it hits, it kicks away from Cano. Just a little bit of topspin, not able to get that glove on it. Or we probably would have seen one of those amazing Cano plays where he throws from the land down under. Has a little hair on it too.
So the Orioles get just their 4th hit of the ball game. Matt Wieters one of them, an RBI single that came in the 4th inning. Orioles extra base hit, the double picked up by Benamit. 1 strike count on Wieters. Clay Rapata, left-hander. Cody Epley. Girardi's gone through that bullpen in all of these games. Once it starts, he gets the matchups going.
Yeah, they're up every day.
Runner off first. Wieters the 0-1. And the high strike call there, 0-2. Wieters 0 for 3, lifetime off Logan. The Orioles switch hitter. Batting right-handed this year, .313, 4 home runs. Left-handed, .213 and 15 home runs. Here's the 0-2 delivery. And got him. Well, Logan gets the strikeout.
Now Wieters having a hard time picking up the slider from Logan, swinging a couple in the dirt. This one bounces just about off the plate. Tight rotation, can't pick up that spin. Now Wieters swinging a miss on it.
Mark Reynolds, 2 strikeouts in the ball game today for Reynolds. Jones at first base. Logan's pitch is inside for a ball. Reynolds a 1 for 4 against Logan, and that's a home run. 7 of Reynolds' last 9 home runs have been against the Yankees. Thought about it. Off-speed pitch will miss, and the count goes to 2-0.
Well, they haven't made many mistakes with him today. Everything on the perimeter of the plate, and they've gotten a couple calls just off. Mark Reynolds only had 1 pitch in his first couple of bats. Tried to hit and just missed it.
2-0 delivery to him. That's going to be inside. Orioles will take this. Now they want to get the potential tying run to the plate. Davis waiting on deck. 3-0 count on Reynolds. Green light him?
Hey, I would. He's so hot. Why not?
With all the home runs he's been getting. 3-0 delivery to him. And no question, that one just bounces away into the Yankee dugout. On ball 4. So Reynolds is on. And the Orioles indeed will get the potential tying run coming up here, down by 3.
Well, definitely pitching around Mark Reynolds, trying to get him to chase. Really all over the place. Thinking they'll have a better chance getting Chris Davis out, but Chris Davis fares pretty well against lefties. And definitely has that power potential.
Well, he's certainly done it against this lefty. He's 6 for 10 with a home run off Boone Logan. The Orioles today have gone 2 for 4 with runners in scoring position. They've got Jones at second, Reynolds at first, trying to make another charge here in the 6th inning. Davis on the big cut. Oriole fans revving it up. Boone Logan, the 0-1 delivery. Davis off the fist, fouls it back. Count goes to 0-2.
Pretty good pitches right here by Boone Logan. Hard sliders down in the dirt and then rushing in a fastball right on the hands of Chris Davis.
Davis has hit only .218 off the Yankees, but he's had 3 home runs and 9 RBIs against New York. 2 on, 2 down. Big at bat. Logan with the 0-2 delivery, and he got him. So Logan comes on to get the strikeouts needed here in the 6th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 2 are left on base. Yankees lead still 3. Between innings here, he was on at second base getting his lead, took a couple of jump steps, and then appeared to twist or pull something as he came up lane, bent over as the inning ended.
Yeah, hard to say. Maybe just a cramp. Of course, the day game, trying to stay hydrated. I know the other day up in Toronto there was some concern about some cramping with Adam, so everything checked out all right, and he ran out to center field.
So hopefully he's all right. 7th inning brought to you by Hyundai. If it's fuel efficient, affordable, and stylish and safe, it's probably a Hyundai. Yankees have the 6-3 lead in the ball game. 6-7-0 for the Yankees. 3-4-1 the Orioles. Final game between these two teams on the year. Orioles have the season series edge, 9-8. Ball hit in the air to left field, down the line, Swisher, and that's a foul ball. Truly can be said, he can't buy one.
Yeah, he's hit into some tough luck, and of course right there, just off the foul line, left field line.
0 for 2 in the ball game, 0 for his last 26. The Swisher, Rodriguez, and Cano do up. Jake Arrieta coming on in the 4th inning, and he's pitched very well, giving up the home run to Granderson. 0-1 delivery. That'll be in there. And Swisher quickly behind on the count, 0-2.
Now, when you're in a slump, it seems like every at bat you're behind 0-2, but taking an 0 for 26. And every day he wakes up and probably has to remind himself that he still loves the game of baseball.
Yeah. And that'll be up high to him. Continuing the task against Arrieta, who struck him out the first time up. He's now 0 for 17 off Jake Arrieta. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Two teams tied for first. Wild card is wide open for the 2 wild card spots in the, especially in the American League, National League as well, with the All kinds of teams fighting for it. That's going to go to Andino. He'll make the play. Swisher's retired. One away, 7th inning. Orioles close out this dramatic 2012 regular season at home with a final 6-game homestand Monday, September 24. Come on out, buckle up, and help the Orioles wrap up the 20th anniversary season at Camden Yards. Get tickets now, 888-848-BIRD or Orioles.com. The wildcard race has in it Oakland, which is on top by percentage points. We told you the Angels are only 2 games out. Tampa Bay is 2 games out. Detroit's 4.5 games out from a wild card spot. Tampa Bay, big lead over Texas late in the ball game. Here's A-Rod. Got him. Bounces off the armor that he has on that. Oh. And he tried to throw the ball back to Arrieta, and it goes beyond the mound.
Hard fastball in. Alex Rodriguez has been hit there before. That's why he has a big arm guard on. Doesn't bother him much. Flips the ball back to Jake Arrieta on his way down to first.
It's one of those things better left not done. Taking a ball like that, flipping it back to the pitcher.
Yeah.
That can cause problems.
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
No.
Just run on down to first base.
Here's Cano. He's had a big day. 2 singles. RBI, run scored on a walk. And A-Rod at first base with 1 away. 7th inning, Orioles down by 3. So any of the so-called tack-on runs would be very big here. And we've seen these 2 teams both have been able to score late in the ball games, especially in this series. Cano in the big rip. Hitting at .303, 29 homers for Robinson Cano. He had a single against Arrieta first time up. There's Zach Phillips in the Orioles bullpen. Cano third and extra base hits behind Pujols and Cabrera. Adam Jones only a couple of hits behind him. And the pitch taken away. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Here's the 1-1 delivery to him, and that will miss outside, and the count goes to 2-1.
Jake and Matt working that outside corner on Robinson Cano. A couple good pitches trying to entice him out there. Cano laying off.
Wei-Yin Chen, Oriole players, Teagarden watching. Here's the 2-1 delivery all the way to the backstop and the screen. Down to second base goes Rodriguez. Arrieta Childs with a wild pitch.
Well, this one got away a little bit from Jake. Been pretty good with his command, but he lost it here. Maybe just slipped out of his hands.
So that will result in the intentional pass being issued to Cano with first base open. There's ball 4. So Robinson Cano goes down to first base, and the Yankees have 2 on with 1 away here in the 7th inning. Cano gets his 10th intentional pass. He leads the Yankees in that department. Chance for the double play, though. Russell Martin coming up. He hit into a double play his last time up, walked and scored in the 4th, grounded out in the 1st. Rodriguez and Cano the base runners. 1 down. Arrieta. That's going to be a base hit into left field. McLouth over. A-Rod the turn. They'll hold him up. Throw to the cutoff man's on the money. And A-Rod dives back in. And the Yankees have loaded the bases again. Martin's first hit. 6-game hit streak for him.
Good job of hitting, jumping all over that first pitch off speed. A little breaking ball. Hey, McLeod, a good job of getting it in. Check out the read by Manny Machado, stepping up to that ball. A-Rod getting off there a little bit, aggressive turn, hard time slowing down. Manny Machado taking a shot. J.J. Hardy there.
Raul Ibanez will be announced as the pinch hitter. Ibanez for Steve Pearce. And that will bring Showalter out, and he will make his appropriate change. So Zach Phillips is going to come on to pitch for the Orioles as the Yankees have the bases loaded in the 7th, leading it by a score of 6-3. Ibanez will be coming to the plate. Orioles may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Orioles.
Well, Zach Phillips on a relief of Jake Arrieta. Jake got himself in some trouble there, hit by pitch, base on balls, and a base hit, so bases loaded. Zach Phillips, a couple stints here with the Orioles this year. Most of his time, though, spent in AAA Norfolk, where he had some pretty good success. He was in 42 games down there with 2-2 with a 3.17. Really got himself on the map in spring training, though. Was in that competition with a lefty out of the pen. Troy Patton, of course, ended up winning that spot. Another pretty good arm right here, and big challenge against Raul Ibanez.
Phillips has appeared in only one game with the Orioles back on May 8. He came on against Josh Hamilton and gave up the third of the 4 home runs Hamilton would have on that night. He pitched 10 games with the Orioles last year at the major league level. Now, bases loaded, and here's Ibanez. And the first pitch will be taken outside for a ball. Zach Phillips, 25 years old, celebrating his next birthday on the 21st of this month. And it's a big inning right now. We're in the 7th. The Orioles trying to keep this lead where it is, looking for the double play. 1-0 delivery, that's popped up. Infield fly rule in effect. Hauled in. Andino, runners stay, 2 down.
Well, that's a big out right there by Phillips.
And that will bring up Curtis Granderson. Granderson came on as a pinch hitter in the 6th inning and delivered the home run solo shot off Arrieta. First pitch he saw. Now he'll face the left-hander with the bases loaded. Granderson's first hit as a pinch hitter, 1 for 4 this year. Stayed in, of course, and plays center. Pitches a strike on the inside corner.
Tough to get it in there underneath the hands of Curtis Granderson. Is all over that dish. Make a mistake in there. You saw that power he has as he drove one out into the Orioles bullpen off Arrieta.
Phillips appearing in just his third game with the Orioles this year. Granderson's going to get a base hit into left field. It'll score Rodriguez and Cano. And another dying Quail. And the Yankees have an 8-3 lead.
Well, not a bad pitch. Gets it off the fist there. Granderson able to fight it off. Robinson Cano, of course, with 2 outs, able to get a good jump. And able to score in there behind Alex Rodriguez.
Boy, what a job Granderson's done today. He's only had 2 at-bats. He's got 3 RBIs, home run and a single. And 8-3, 9 hits put on the board by the Yankees. Now Jason Nix, 2 on, 2 down. He has singled, struck out twice. Way up high by Zach Phillips for a ball. Yankees have gone a season high 12 straight games without getting double digits in hits. They've got 9 in this one. Here's the 1-0 delivery up the middle. Second base, force play there, and Dino takes it, and that will do it. But the Yankees add 2 and extend their lead. 7th inning stretch time brought to you by Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey. Fly straight, drink responsibly. You're in the chase for the postseason. Your stars have to produce, and in this ball game at least, Curtis Granderson coming off the bench has had key hits. I mean, those last 2 RBIs are very big.
No, they sure are. Just when they needed, because the Orioles offense was starting to come back on the Yankees. Curtis Granderson comes in for the pinch hit off Arrieta and drives one into the Orioles bullpen for that home run. But a huge base hit right there with the bases loaded and 2 outs, really kind of separating themselves right now from the Orioles. Orioles offense going to have to do a lot here to catch up in the end of this ball game.
And of course, first game without Nick Markakis, who is out. You've seen him in the dugout throughout the ball game cheering the team on. It'll be interesting to see what Buck Showalter does with this one who plays right field in each game and who leads off of the ball games.
Yeah, well, he's going to obviously take a long look at the numbers and see if there are good matchups there. He has a couple weapons, obviously, with Lou Ford, Nate McLeod, Chris Davis now. Going to be seeing a lot of time in the outfield. It's going to come down to a numbers thing and maybe who's hot.
And Andy Chavez back on Tuesday.
That's right. I forgot about Andy Chavez coming back. Just adds another weapon there. Now, a veteran guy that certainly is no stranger to postseason type atmosphere, so could help down the stretch as well.
And will lend a little speed as McLeod does, if indeed he's in a ball game and batting wherever he's batting, but particularly in that leadoff spot. So the Orioles being called on to have some big numbers, and if they're going to do it here at the end of the ball game, they'll have to start against Corey Wade, who comes out of the bullpen for Logan. Boone Logan, a good job in this game in relief for the Yankees.
Yeah, well, the Yankees relievers have done a pretty nice job. Chamberlain came in and gave him a couple strong innings, and then Boone Logan, and now Corey Wade on in relief. So, you know, utilizing the bullpen well, not really having to do it in matchups just yet.
Raul Ibanez will stay in the ballgame playing left field. Ichiro's now played all three outfield positions. He started in center, went to left, moves to right. And Nick Swisher moves in to play first base. Well, the Yankees setting themselves defensively as we go to the bottom half of the seventh inning. Machado will lead it off, then Andino and McLeod. 8-3 lead, Yankees. And the pitch by Wade will miss down low for a ball. Oh for 2 for the Orioles third baseman in the ball game. He has popped out and flied out. Orioles have only 4 hits in the game. 3 runs on 4 hits. The Yankees 8 runs on 9 hits. 2-0 delivery. Machado will take it, and it's right there for a strike.
Oh, Machado knowing that, you know, his job right now is to get on base. Even if he hits a home run, he's not going to be able to put a crooked number up by himself.
Boone Logan gave up only 1 hit in his relief appearance. Two ball, 2 strike count. And a swing and a miss. Machado goes down swinging. Wade starts with a strikeout. Follow the Orioles with the MLB.com at Bat 12 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, BlackBerry, and Windows Mobile. Live audio pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text at Bat 31826 or go to Orioles.com. Breaking ball that will stay inside on Andino. Andino with a strikeout, and he is hit into a double play. Wade, he'll catch the outside corner with that one. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Andino followed by McLeod at the top of the order. Yankees looking to split the 4-game set and get first place again on their own. And that pitch misses. 2 ball, 1 strike count. Andino's had an 0 for 4 against Wade. The 2-1 pitch to him, and a strike again on the outside corner. Wade's 6th game against the Orioles. He's worked 6 innings coming into this one. No runs on 2 hits. A couple of walks and 7 strikeouts. 2-2 pitch to Andino, fouled away. Two, and that just misses outside. So the Orioles looking for base runners. Andino takes the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, both Machado and Andino working the count pretty well. Wade able to get Machado on a pretty good breaking ball. See what he does here. 3-2 to Robert Andino.
Throws an off-speed pitch, and he got him. Punched out by Mike Winters at first base on the swing.
A big 3-2 over the top breaking ball. Robert Andino thinks he checks, but first base umpire Mike Winters thinks differently and rings him up.
Nate McLeod, top of the order, batting leadoff today. A couple of walks and has grounded out. He scored a run. Wilson Betemit does a 2 RBI double. Wieters an RBI single, accounting for the Orioles' 3 runs. They all came in the 4th inning when the Orioles got 3 runs on just 2 hits, but they started the inning with a walk and a hit batter. McLeod will take that one inside, 1-1. And the Yankees have really quieted the house and the Orioles. They've got this game right now in the palm of their hand if they can keep it going this way. That's a strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strike count.
Well, the Orioles battled back and really got close. And a couple big tack-on runs there. You talked about Curtis Granderson. 3 RBIs in the middle of this ball game to separate themselves.
The Orioles were looking to pick up their 40th win at home here today. They've already equaled the total number of home wins they had last year. They were 39-42 at home. They are 39-31 right now. Yet another one of those marks. Yankees on the road, 37-33, and fouled away. So McLeod battling, and a 1 ball, 2 strike count from Wade. Nick Markakis, further examinations on that thumb tomorrow. May go to Sarasota for the hand specialist that the Orioles use there. Wade trying to work a little too quick for McLeod's liking, so he steps out. Here's the 1-2, and he'll fight off another one. Count will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 40,346 today. 40,346. Big crowds on hand for all 4 of these games against the Yankees. Down to first base, fair ball. Swisher's there. So Wade comes on and retires the side in order. 7 complete here at Camden Yards, and the Yankees on top. Game on this Sunday. Everybody came ready to go to try and take 3 out of 4. Early double play helped prevent a big first inning for the Yankees. Zach Britton, starter, would give up 5 runs, 5 hits, 3 in the 3rd innings. Oriole bullpen trying to quiet the Yankees down, while the Oriole bats got back with those 3 runs in the 4th. Betemit the big 2 RBI double, but the Yankees have added on since and have the 8-3 lead 8-9-0 for the Yankees, 3-4-1 for the Orioles. Zach Phillips will stay on to pitch for the O's here in the 8th inning. Ichiro's going to lead it off. He's had an RBI base hit, 1 for 3. Good series for him, 7 hits and 13 at bats. Ichiro hitting at 270 on the year. Doing everything agreed to when the Yankees decided they wanted him. Are you willing to hit in the bottom of the order? Yes. Are you willing to play left field? Yes.
He has done everything. All over the outfield, left, center, and right.
Yep.
And really bought into the Yankee way. We were talking about yesterday how he's seen more pitches, working the count, and becoming an effective bottom of the order hitter for them. But he's so versatile. Obviously, you know about his successes at the top of the order as a leadoff hitter. So if they needed him in that situation ever, they could certainly insert him there.
It's been amazing to me as watching the games he's playing with the Yankees. It doesn't seem to have anything odd about it. Seeing him in a Yankee uniform seems as natural as seeing Mickey Mantle in a Yankee uniform. Sometimes players trade and you go, whoa. You see him in another uniform and you can't believe it. But Ichiro in a Yankee uniform, I don't know, it just seems like, yep, that's probably where he belongs.
Yeah, maybe so many stars have, eventually ended up playing for the Yankees. Just seems inevitable.
2-strike count on him. Phillips' delivery. The off-speed pitch will go to short. Long throw. No throw. Hardy was going to have to really get rid of that in a hurry with Ichiro running.
Yeah. Deep in the hole here. Really the only hope is if Manny Machado can cut this off, but it's a pretty good first step, but just unable to get there. J.J. Hardy, it's got to be a quick one-time release and just can't get the handle.
So the Yankees end their streak of 12 games without double-digit hits, because that's going to be a single in their 10th of the game, and Zach Phillips will be coming out of the ball game. 8-3 Yankees. Anderson with a big 3 RBIs, including a home run. Wilson Betemit picking up a 2 RBI double, and Matt Wieters with the RBI base hit. Text in your vote, A, B, or C, 31826. Kevin Gregg coming on to pitch for the O's.
I have it in 39 games this year. Haven't seen a lot of them lately. Opportunity for him. Get some innings in here. 42 2/3, 22 base on balls, 36 strikeouts on the year. Lefties hitting 270, righties 283. That would be nice if Kevin Gregg get on track and possibly pick up some big outs for the Orioles here down the stretch.
No, Kevin Gregg he had a scoreless 9th on the 24th of August against Toronto. First pitch going to be popped up by Jeter outside of first base, lost in the sun, but not playable anyway, back into the seats. Ichiro's on at first base, a single. Derek Jeter, RBI on a bases loaded walk. He singled and scored in the first inning. Officially, he's got a 1 for 3. The Orioles gave up 2 bases loaded walks in the 4th inning, which hurt. Zach Britton surrendered 5 walks in 3 1/3 innings in the start today. Jeter in the air to right field. Jones going back in the gap. Adam Jones looking, and goodbye, home run. Derek Jeter delivers a 2 RBI long ball, and the Yankees take a 10-3 lead.
Derek Jeter showing his thump here, right center power after getting 4 consecutive infield hits. Shows that he can also hit the ball out of the yard right there. That's a deep part of Camden Yards.
Jeter will wind up his season against the Orioles same way he started it and played throughout, putting up big hits. Here's Nick Swisher. 10 runs, 11 hits for the Yankees. And Swisher will foul it back. 0 for 3 and a walk in the ball game. Jeter with 49 RBIs to go along with the 15 home runs he's picked up. And the pitch will miss down low. Jeter against the Orioles, a couple of home runs, hitting just about 400 on the year against the O's. Swisher will ground that one to second base. Andino will make the play and get the out. 1 away here in the 8th inning. That'll bring up Rodriguez. Hit by a pitch in the 7th, scored. He has struck out, singled, hit into a double play. Has extended his hit streak to 13 games. Almost working in the shadows now at the plate. And a swing and a miss on a pitch away, 0-1.
Nice breaking ball from Kevin Gregg. Yeah, the shadows get out there. Obviously going to get a little bit more difficult to pick up the ball for the hitters.
0-1 inside. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Cano waiting on deck. Here's the 1-1 delivery outside. I have to believe if you're A-Rod, after Markakis got hit yesterday, you're standing here in a 10-3 ball game, not probably going to dig in too much or lean out over the plate. Well, it wasn't intentional yesterday. Nevertheless, inside 3-1.
I already took one off that elbow pad. I don't know if
that won't hurt.
No.
A lot of armor under that jersey, under jersey. 3 ball, 1 strike count from Gregg, 1 down. And a walk. Well, the Yankees get a runner on here. And Michael, Maryland Lottery contestant of the game. You won $500 for being selected, another $100 for each strikeout, and so far there have been 6 Ks in the ball game, and you've won $1,100. For all the latest information on new games, current promotions, and second chance contests, visit mdlottery.com today. Here's Cano. He'll take it for a strike. Robinson Cano has had a 2-hit ball game and 2 walks. 2 runs scored and an RBI. 0-1 delivery to him down low. 1 ball, 1 strike count on Cano. Tampa Bay has shut out the Rangers by a score of 6-0 today. Rays started 2 games behind both the Orioles and Yankees, so if this game stays the same way, Yankees are going to have that 1-game lead over the Orioles, 2-game lead over Tampa Bay. Today they finally scored some runs. 2-1 delivery, check swing, foul ball. Came off the bat, 2-2.
That pitch took off up and in. Kevin Gregg almost went in play. Would have been a nice out right there. You just have a feeling it's going to be like this all the way down the stretch. The Yankees, Orioles, and Tampa all staying pretty close. You just, obviously for the Orioles' sake, you hope they get on, a little streak or stay hot. They've been playing such good baseball.
Yep. Yeah, it sure doesn't look like. I mean, there aren't enough games left really for it to even out very much. There'll be 22 games left after today for the Orioles. One of the toughest parts of it is going to be that road trip. To have a West Coast trip in the final month of the season, much less the final 2 weeks, is really tough. Got to go out to Oakland, up to Seattle, and then fly into Boston, get in at 8 o'clock in the morning, have a day off, and play a series starting the next day against the Red Sox. I mean, it's part of the game, but it's mighty tough when you're in a fight for the postseason. 2-2 delivery, grounded down to first base. It is a fair ball. Skips into foul territory. A-Rod on his way to third. It'll be played in, and A-Rod going very gently into third base. Will put runners at second and third on the double. Picked up here in the 8th inning.
That ball kicked down the line. Mark Reynolds has been playing some great first base, and I don't know if it just didn't come up for him. Yeah, it looked like it did just stay down and beat him down the line, expecting it to bounce up.
So Cano gets a double. What a day for him. 5 times up and 5 times on, including 3 hits. That'll be 12 hits on the board. Russell Martin coming up. Guess they call that an error. Yeah, they did. So they take the hit down and put up an error. So the Orioles, a couple errors committed in the ball game. Tough error on Reynolds.
Yeah, it was a tough error.
And that ball down the line. And the pitch will be taken inside. Gregg's going to eat one up for the ball club now. There's nobody else warming up. 10-3 ball game, and we're in the 8th inning. Russell Martin, he's going to shatter a bat, get a base hit to left. That will score A-Rod. Cano will stay at third base. RBI single for Martin, 11-3.
Robinson Cano holding that shattered bat. Martin kind of heating up here, picking up the pace in this series, swinging the bat much better. Hits are starting to drop for him.
Well, Russell Martin adds an RBI. Here is Raul Ibanez. Ibanez, one at bat, came in, popped out in the 7th inning, and will take the pitch away for a ball. Martin with 44 RBIs. He's over at first base. Cano's at third. 1-0 delivery. Will miss down low. 2-0 from Kevin Gregg. Tommy Hunter in the bullpen. High, very high, and foul.
Yeah, well, they'd love to have Kevin Gregg finish out this ball game. Unfortunately, having a hard time getting an out here, and you don't want him to to get overextended to a point where, you know, you risk some injury because he hasn't pitched a lot here recently.
Ibanez on the cut will miss, 2-2.
I'd like to have that full bullpen for the Tampa series coming up.
Ibanez 4 for 18 off Greg with a couple of home runs. Runners off first and third, 2-2. Fouled straight back. Tampa Bay series will start on Tuesday and Wednesday nights, and the 12:30 game on Thursday. And no less important than this series against the Yankees has been. Here's the 2-2, and that's outside in a full count. Jason Hammel's going to start the ball game Tuesday night against Matt Moore. We'll see Miguel Gonzalez and Alex Cobb to go on Wednesday. Then the Thursday game, Jeremy Hellickson for Tampa Bay, and the Orioles have not yet announced the starter for the day game on Thursday. 3-2 delivery, and again fought back.
Well, one thing the Yankees batters will not do, and that's give up at bats. They're up there to try to get their hits, keep pushing runs across the board. I mean, so many great veterans on this team. We've seen some good at bats here late in the ball game.
3-2, and he walked him, and they're loaded. So Greg surrenders his second one. Curtis Granderson's going to get another shot. A longtime nemesis has been so today, and he didn't even start the ball game. Came on to pinch hit. First pitch he saw. 6th inning home run. Followed that up in the 7th inning with a 2 RBI single. Now bases loaded. And the pitch up high for a ball. Oriole pitchers have already walked in 2 runs with the bases loaded in this game. Yankees have had a gaggle of base runners in this ball game.
Yeah, too many extra opportunities for sure. You cannot give the Yankees, let alone any team, this many extra chances with the base on balls that they're flipping up there.
And that one down the line is going to fall in for a base hit. It'll rattle around in the corner. Nice pickup by Davis. 2 runs have scored. Third one's caught in a trap here as they'll have a rundown. And Wieters puts the tag on and came out of the baseline anyway, so Ibanez is retired. Cano and Martin both score, and it will be for Granderson another 2 RBIs. He's had a 5 RBI game in 3 at bats in the ball game.
Quite a day for Curtis Granderson. You see here getting on an inside fastball from Kevin Gregg. Nice play by Chris Davis. If there was any concern about him playing right field, he's made a couple real nice plays today. Ibanez getting hung up. Nice job by Matt Wieters. Home plate umpire Jerry Meals saying out of the baseline.
Runner at second base now with 2 down. 13-3 as the Yankees pouring it on here late in the ball game. Pitch will be taken by Jason Nix. Yankees have batted around. This is the 2nd time in the ball game they've gone around in the lineup. They sent 10 to the plate in the 4th inning. This is the 9th batter to hit here in the 8th. Nix an RBI single, 1 for 4, and he'll foul that one back. One and 2 on Nix. Granderson on at second base. And a strike on the inside corner will end the inning. But a big one it was for the Yankees. They come away with 5 runs, and the Yankees have a 13-3 lead. First Blue Cross Blue Shield contributing $50 to support the American Heart Association Heart Walk. 408 walks, $20,400. Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield encourages each of us to take that first step towards a healthier and more active lifestyle. McGee's going to play at third base as A-Rod is out. The Yankees, too, are going to have a day off tomorrow. And the Orioles, Buck Showalter, will go to the bench as well. Xavier Avery will come on to pinch hit for Hardy here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Xavier Avery could certainly be another one of those options for Buck Showalter. He's had some experience this year in the big leagues for Buck and the Orioles.
And Avery will take it outside. 25 games, 90 at bats, 233, a homer, 6 RBIs. Chopper down to first base. Swisher's got it. Avery is retired, 1 away in the 8th inning. Wilson Betemeet coming up. Betemeet, a big 2 RBI double that came in the 4th inning as the Orioles at that point fought back with 3 runs in the 4th to make it a 5-3 game. But they've not been able to do anything else offensively, have only 4 hits in the ball game, the last one coming a single in the 6th inning by Adam Jones. 1-0 delivery, and that's there for a strike. Corey Wade on in relief. I think Jabba Chamberlain's the pitcher of record. It's going to be up to the official scorer, but he was in there when the Yankees got it going, worked an inning and 2/3. Fouled off. Starter Garcia, 3 runs, 3 hits, and 3 1/3 innings. Chamberlain, no runs, no hits, in an inning and 2/3, and he struck out 4. And Logan came on, worked an inning. He gave up just a hit with a couple of strikeouts, and now Corey Wade. 1 ball, 2 strike count. And a swing and a miss and a breaking ball. 3 strikeouts for Wade.
Nice breaking ball. Wade really been pitching effectively here, coming in relief, mixing up his pitches. That's a nice off-speed pitch down and in to get Betemeet.
Ryan Flaherty will be the pinch hitter for Adam Jones. Jones with a base hit, 1 for 3. Flaherty with 2 down, nobody on in the 8th. Wade's pitch to him, swung out and missed. Haven't hit for 10 days. I got to come into a 13-3 game and stand in the shadows. Well, Corey Wade.
Yeah, here's your opportunity. Make the most of it, right?
And he does. Down the line into left field, and a foul ball. Almost 0-2.
Well, there aren't many guys that work harder. Ryan Flaherty, of course, the Rule 5 coming over from the Cubs and made the team out of spring training. Hasn't had as much playing time as he'd obviously would have liked, but certainly goes out there and prepares himself the right way every day. Gets his ground balls in at every position, even some outfield work. Always taking the extra BP. So ready when called upon.
0-2 count to Flaherty. And will miss down low. And a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Yankee bats have been alive in this one, even though there's been only 1 home run, which would be the irony of this game. Ball popped up in the air towards third and short. Third baseman McGee will put it away. So that will do it here in the 8th inning. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the 9th. Yankees on top 13-3. By Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. And by Dodge. See your authorized Dodge dealer and experience a world of performance, design, and fuel efficiency. Schedule a test drive or go to Dodge.com. Check out their powerful lineup. Gary Thorne, Mike Bordick with you. Beautiful day here in Baltimore. Take a look at the Inner Harbor. Not so much for the Orioles at the park, though. Tommy Hunter will come on to pitch.
Yeah, Tommy Hunter out of the bullpen now, and I'll tell you what, his last outing really impressive. Hit 98 a couple times as a starter, worked in the low 90s, but a lot stronger out of the pen. And Buck Showalter excited about what he's seeing from Tommy Hunter. Lefties on the year, hitting 293, righties 318. A lot of home runs though as a starter, 32 given up by Tommy.
A lot of changes for the Orioles. McLouth is going to move to center field. Xavier Avery, who came on to pinch hit, will play in left field. Quintanilla come on to play short for Hardy, and Ryan Flaherty will play at first base. Weeder's out. Exposito comes on to do the catching. So the new battery, Tommy Hunter and Exposito. Yankees also will make changes here as Chris Dickerson will come on to be the pinch hitter. Dickerson hitting in the 9 spot for Ichiro, and will take the pitch for a strike. Dickerson at 286 on the year. Outstanding fielder, outfielder. He's made a couple of good defensive plays this year against the Orioles. And an 0-2 count from Hunter. Tampa Bay's win. I'm sorry, Mike.
I was going to say, talk about Dickerson. Made some great plays up at Yankee Stadium. Plays that we talked about where Curtis Granderson might not have been able to make just because of the way he plays that position. A little bit shallower. Robbed a home run from Adam Jones up there.
Fouled off. I was going to say, in Tampa Bay's win over Texas 6-0, B.J. Upton had a 3-home run day. Texas only got 2 hits in the ball game as Shields shut him down. He's 14-8. Oswald took the loss 4-3. So Tampa Bay right there. I mean, right there in both the division race and the wild card race. And they will be coming to town. Strike call. Dickerson retired.
Well, that's a pretty good fastball from Tommy Hunter at 96 miles an hour.
Let's update you on the voting for the AT&T Player of the Game. So far, Wilson Betemit on top. Text in your vote, A, B, or C, 31826. Results on the O's Extra postgame show. Eduardo Nunez will pinch hit for Jeter. Jeter, the DH. And that will be fouled off down the line. Jeter had a big day, 2 RBI homer in his last at bat against the Orioles in the regular season. Had a bases loaded walk, had a single in the first inning and would score. Foul back into the screen. Eduardo Nunez, an 0-2 count.
A lot of hitters that have faced Tommy Hunter throughout the course of the year not used to seeing this much velocity from him with his fastball.
Here's the 0-2 delivery. That's outside. Oriole pitchers issuing 8 walks in this game, 1 intentional. And they've hurt. Walks that came in the 4th inning, including 2 bases loaded walks. To have 3 of those came in to score. 8th inning. Couple of walks, 1 of those would score. 2-2 pitch on a check swing foul ball. So for the Orioles, it was Britton, 5 runs, 5 hits, 3 1/3. Arrieta, 3 runs, 3 hits, 3 1/3. Zach Phillips, he gave up a run, 2 hits, 2/3 of an inning, and Eric Gregg, 4 runs, 3 hits in an inning. That bullpen ERA taking a hit today. 2-2 lash foul. Here's the 2-2 delivery and a swing and a miss. A couple of strikeouts for Tommy Hunter.
So he's got that 97 mile an hour fastball working right now, but this is a little cutter at 92 right on the outside corner. Real good pitch from Tommy Hunter.
Atlanta Braves swept the Mets today as the Braves have now won 5 in a row. The Atlanta Braves at the moment have a 6-game lead in the wild card race. They're the first wild card. They're 6 games ahead of the second wild card team. They've just kind of silently all of a sudden put themselves in a very good position for the postseason. There is Derek Lowe. Chris Stewart. And he'll get a base hit. Pinch hitting for Swisher. Stewart on with a single, 2 down in the top of the 9th inning. 14 hits now for the Yankees. McGee hitting an A-Rod spot. This will be his first at bat. Casey McGee on the big cut on the off-speed pitch for a strike.
Casey McGee was brought over actually to help out when A-Rod went on the disabled list. A-Rod came back. Casey McGee ended up spending some time in the minor leagues, so back up here in September.
1-1 count to him. A-Rod getting playing time back in at third base, starting there today after a couple of games as the DH. So he, like Jeter, will probably be moved in and out of the DH spot at different times here in the final month to keep their bat in the game and try and prevent any further injury to A-Rod. 2-1 pitch. That'll bounce back. And down to second base goes Stewart. And a 3-1 count to McGee. And a pass ball charged on Exposito. McGee with 2 down, 3-1 count. To short. Anthony up. Hits it over to first base. That'll retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a base runner left on. Bottom of the 9th inning coming. Yankees lead it.
We're coming back with those extra post game. Bottom of the 9th coming up, and Rick with first place on the line. This one came out of nowhere. Very uncharacteristic. The Orioles down by 10 in the 9th inning.
I know Oriole pitchers today walked 8 batters. That gave the New York Yankees a lot of momentum today. A lot of runs on the board. 13 runs on 14 hits. It's been a long day for the Orioles so far.
Well, we're coming back to wrap it up, but first, the bottom of the 9th. Back upstairs to Gary and Mike.
And look back, Jim and Rick will have for you in the post game at how these Yankees put it together after the Orioles had really made a game of it in the 4th inning. Here's Derek Lowe on to try and finish it up.
Veteran Derek Lowe coming over from the Cleveland Indians this year, used out of the bullpen. Not the best numbers, though. You saw that high earned run average, pitched 10 1/3 innings so far for the Yankees. Veteran guy, sinker baller, knows what to do up there, but then he's been hit coming out of the pen.
So Lowe will work against, we'll have to wait here on who's coming up. Chavez now is going to play at third base. Nix has gone to second base. Nunez will play short. Moving them around. McGee's going to play first. Looks like a spring training scorecard. I don't think the Yankees have any of their starters. They don't in the same position they started in if they're in the game. Chris Stewart has come on to do the catching. So a whole new alignment. Low with a 1-0 count. Ground ball will go to first base. Foul ball. Exposito getting his first at bat. And Dickerson is in right field. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Yankees will even up the series with this win at 9-9 against the Orioles on the year, and regain their first place position by a game over the O's. Both teams have the day off tomorrow. Yankees go to Boston. The Orioles stay home, and the Rays come in for 3. Boston lost again today. That'll go down to first base. McGee's got it. Toronto beat him 4-3 in the ball game today over Boston. As we told you, Tampa Bay beat Texas on the 2-hitter.
A real tough year up there in Beantown. Of course, Bobby Valentine really having trouble trying to right that ship all year. A lot of trouble with the team, and just can't get out from under it.
Exposito now will get that first at bat. Had him reversed on the scorecard. And the pitch will be taken down low.
Tommy Hunter did a nice job coming out of the bullpen just to kind of build his confidence, and obviously Buck Showalter's confidence in him.
Nice play by Chavez.
Sure was. After sitting on the bench, long ball game like this, keeps his focus, able to make a nice defensive play there.
2 away, 9th inning. So if these two teams are to meet again this year, it will be in the postseason, and it could happen. See, with a double wild card situation, the race for the division will continue on, and the two teams will be scoreboard watching, but not very much in light of the slender lead. It's going to be more about what's going on the field and the games they play. 0-1 delivery, and that is outside. Chris Davis still in there, single, 1 for 3. One down the line, playable, and that's the ball game. Ibanez hauls it in, and the Yankees come away with a runaway 13-3 win, out hitting the Orioles 14-4 in the ball game. Chamberlain on in relief will get the win, and Britton will take the loss. He's 5-2. Now the Orioles get a day off. Coming up, the Rays, Jason Hamill, Matt Moore, scheduled starters. That's Tuesday night. Coverage begins 6:30 on MASN 2 with those extra, presented by Jeep, followed by our game action at 7. For Mike Wardick and all of our crew here at Camden Yards, I'm Gary Thorne. The finals, the Yankees 13 and the Orioles 3. This has been a MASN presentation. Jim and Rick, O's Extra, coming up right now. Have yourself a great Sunday evening and take a look at how this ball game came down. Adieu.